Chapter 975, God Summoning Bracelet 1. Ha ha ha, I really can't wait. However, just as Xiao Changtian was about to leave, he suddenly saw a small box in the big box. Why was there a small box inside this box? Xiao Changtian didn't think much and took it out. Hey, I thought it was something amazing. Why is it a lattice bracelet? Xiao Changtian looked at the patterned bracelet in his hand and was a little disappointed. He had thought that it would be something amazing, since it was wrapped so tightly. He did not expect it to be a lattice bracelet. Forget it. I'll take this thing first. I can take it back to thank the mermaid race. Xiao Changtian finished speaking and was about to put the box back when he suddenly saw the toad's corpse in the distance. D***men. Why didn't I notice that this thing was afraid of death? It's really a sin. Thus, Xiao Changtian immediately placed the toad's corpse into a small box. Sigh, it's all my fault for being too anxious. This is also a life. Sigh, forget it, I'll put you back in your original position. After Xiao Changtian put the toad into the box, he closed the lid and placed it back in the box. Then he closed the big box uneasily. Xiao Changtian was about to leave for the human world when he suddenly thought of something. F***ck. Why did the Pishio fall into the hands of the merfolk? Therefore, Xiao Changtian turned around and returned to the original path in frustration. He hoped that Pishio wouldn't blame him. At this moment in the demon realm, the great cause of our demon race can't be hindered by Xiao Changtian. Since we don't know where Xiao Changtian is, we can attack the human race first. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame stood in the demon race's hall and said to everyone in the hall, Sheng-san, how's the preparation going? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame turned her gaze to a black-robed man. Reporting to Lord Mo Yen, those bandits of the human race have already given us a guarantee that those artifacts are stored in perfect condition, and we can use them at any time. Good. However, I'm not fully prepared yet, so I'm still a little worried. After Sacred Lord Demonic Flame heard his words, a smile finally appeared on her gloomy face. Because he had suffered too much loss last time, the one standing in the hall now was not himself, but a wisp of his divine sense. Left Protector, I have an important task for you. Lord Mo Yen, please instruct me. As soon as Sacred Lord Demonic Flame finished speaking, a black-robed man who was different from the other black-robed men walked out. Go to the human race's East Sea altar and retrieve the God Summoning Bracelet hidden inside. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame said slowly. The God Summoning Bracelet was not an ordinary item. It could summon tens of millions of experts in an instant. Moreover, it was not a one-time use item. If this bracelet was allowed to recuperate for a while, it would be able to summon so many experts again. Therefore, this thing was like a cheat. With this thing, their fiend race would have no worries at all. Yes, sir. The Left Protector disappeared on the spot after hearing this. Holy Third, Holy Fourth, Holy Fifth. The three of you will lead the demon soldiers to find those bandits in the human world to equip them. After equipping them, immediately attack the Jade Nether Kingdom. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's unquestionable voice echoed throughout the demon palace. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. On the other side, just as Xiao Changtian was about to leave, a figure suddenly knelt down in front of him. Please, senior. Take me out. This voice really made Xiao Changtian jump. Who is it? Xiao Changtian looked at the person kneeling in front of him in horror. Without a doubt, that person was Elder Poison. Just as Old Poison was about to return the way he came, he suddenly stopped for some reason and wanted to look back. She wouldn't know if she didn't look, but she was shocked when she saw it. The old monster that made everyone tremble in fear was actually killed by this person in front of him with a single slap. In the beginning, he thought that this person in front of him would definitely die if he encountered the old monster. However, what he saw shocked him for the rest of his life. Therefore, Old Poison made a prompt decision. After Xiao Changtian came out, he immediately knelt down. No, uncle, it's not that bad. Xiao Changtian felt a little helpless. These 2 days, there were always people kneeling down to him. How could there be such a pitiful old man in this altar? This old man was so skinny that only bones were left. Could it be that this old man had been trapped here for a long time? Senior, Please take me out. I'm willing to be your slave. Old Poison looked at Xiao Changtian with a sincere expression. After all, this expert in front of him would definitely be able to see through any tricks he played. Uncle, have you been trapped here for a long time? However, you don't have to call me senior. I can't afford it. The old man in front of him could be his grandfather, yet he still called him senior. Xiao Changtian was embarrassed to be called. The old man in front of him was probably a mortal who was trapped here and could not get out. Seeing that he could walk in so smoothly, he must have seen hope and called him senior. No, senior, please take me away from here. I've been trapped here for many, many years. Xiao Changtian was Old Poison's last hope. If Xiao Changtian was unwilling to bring him out, he would probably really die in this altar. Several years. Oh my God. This mortal old man had actually lived in this world for so many years. It was simply appalling. He did not expect this old man to have such a strong will. If he still did not agree to bring him out, he would feel that he had gone too far. Hey, uncle, I didn't expect you to live such a miserable life. In that case, follow me and we'll go out together. This old man had been trapped here for so many years. He must have been plotted against by someone. Those people were really detestable. They actually attacked such a weak old man. Thank you, senior. Thank you, senior. After hearing Xiao Changshan's promise, Old Poison was shocked. Her excited eyes were filled with tears. He didn't expect that he would be able to see the outside world one day. Sigh, this old man is really pitiful. Thus, Xiao Changtian brought the old man out of the altar of the East Sea and headed towards the mermaid tribe. At this moment, Pai Xiao and Zan were at the highest point of the mermaid tribe, looking at the East Sea altar like a statue. Sob, master. How can you be so unreasonable? I was just sleeping a little soundly in my room, right? Why did you leave me behind? Pai Xiao eagerly waited for Xiao Changtian to appear. He swore that if his master could come back to find him, he would never go west if his master asked him to. Chapter 976. Follow me back 1. The next day, just as the sky brightened, the two envoys staggered back. Ha ha ha, big brother, last night was really awesome. If it really doesn't work, let's buy that girl. Lu Meng smiled lewdly at his big brother as he walked. Haha, if you want to buy that girl, it won't be cheap. However, it's just nice. Today, we'll go and find that person inside. I don't believe that the mermaid race will dare to disobey. When the big brother said this, his expression turned fierce. Alright, let's not worry about this. Let's go in first. Alright, put on your mask. The poison inside is no joke. With that, the two of them strode in. Brother, why do I feel that something is wrong here? However, when Lu Meng followed his brother inside, he felt that it was strangely quiet inside. Moreover, the feeling was completely different from the previous few times. What do you know? It must be because the Lord inside had just spent a few days. If not, how could it be so quiet? However, Big Brother didn't care about so much. The most important thing now was to let Darren teach the mermaid race a lesson. However, not long after the two of them entered, a black figure quickly scuttled in. Why is Darren gone? The two of them walked to the innermost part without any obstruction. However, there was no sign of that person. In the middle of the altar, there was a large box standing alone. Before the toad died, the mist did not disperse for many years, so the two of them did not know what was going on inside. She never knew what the adult inside looked like. Now the mist had dispersed, but there was no sign of Darren. My lord, are you there? However, despite this situation, the two of them did not dare to go forward. They were afraid that the Lord might be watching them from somewhere. Then wouldn't they be finished if they went in rashly? At this moment, a black figure stood behind them. Why are you guys sneaking around here? This black shadow was none other than the left protector sent by the demonic flame Sacred Lord to find the God-summoning bracelet. You scared me. Sir, why are you so elusive? Haha. The two of them were instantly shocked by the left protector behind them. Yes, you usually stay in there and never come out. Why are you out now? Looking at the black-robed man in front of them, they were sure that he was the adult inside. This was because other than the two of them, who could enter and leave as they pleased, there was also that lord. And the mortal that was let in last night was probably long dead. Don't ask what you shouldn't ask. The left protector ignored the two of them. He still had to quickly complete his mission and return to report. He couldn't waste time with these two people. However, according to the two of them, that lord usually stayed inside and did not come out. There was only one big box inside. It seemed that the god summoning bracelet was inside. Yes. After hearing the cold words of the left protector, the two of them immediately nodded. However, my lord, you must give us justice. That's right, my lord. You don't know how arrogant that mermaid is. However, the two of them were not too afraid. After all, they knew the temper of this lord. If it was about the sacrifice, Darren would definitely not be careless. The left protector glanced at them and did not say anything. Instead, he slowly walked forward. The two of them did not show any expression on their faces when they looked at the left guardian. Thus he understood. His Excellency's meaning was probably to let the two of them continue talking. Thus, the two of them followed the left protector as they walked forward. On the other side, Xiao Changtian brought Old Poison to the mermaid tribe not long after. Oua! Roar! Pai Xiao, who was squatting on the tallest rock, saw his master return from afar. He immediately shouted excitedly, "Senior is back! Senior is back!" The mermaid princess and the others naturally noticed Pai Xiao's excitement. He also stood up excitedly. "Sai, I'm so sorry. I actually forgot about you here." Seeing Pai Xiao running to his side excitedly, Xiao Changtian said in shame. Old Poison, who was following behind, narrowed his eyes as he looked at Pai Xiao. Why does this guy look like a Pai Xiao? However, how could there be such an ugly Pai Xiao? Old Poison didn't know that this guy was Pai Xiao. He had only experienced Xiao Changshan's vicious hands. Haha, mermaid princess, I'm so sorry for leaving my pet here. Xiao Changtian said apologetically as he looked at the mermaid princess. Perhaps Pai Xiao was causing trouble here again, and he was too embarrassed to say anything. Senior, it's fine. Senior's pet is also very obedient. It has been waiting for you to come back. Haha, princess, you don't have to be so polite. I know this guy's temper very well. Oh, thank you for taking care of Pai Xiao for me. I'll give this bracelet to you. Xiao Changtian then took out the lattice necklace that he found in the altar in the East Sea. Senior. Since Senior gave the summoned god necklace to a merman, Elder Poison, who was behind him, did not expect that such a valuable item would be something that the entire Jade Lake sacred world would fight over no matter what. Senior gave it to a mermaid without any care. Wow, what a beautiful bracelet. Thank you, Senior. Although the mermaid princess didn't know that Xiao Changtian had given her the summoning god bracelet, she guessed that it was definitely not an ordinary bracelet. In that case, I'll take my leave first. Xiao Changtian greeted them and continued to leave with Old Poison. By the way, uncle, where are your family members? Why don't I go with you to find your family? Looking at the old man behind him, Xiao Changtian felt very pitiful. This old man had suffered outside all these years. Senior, I don't have a family anymore. Old Poison was a little puzzled. He didn't know why Senior would ask such a question. This old man was really too pitiful. His family was probably killed by his enemies before he was trapped inside. Uncle, in that case, do you want them to go back with me? In any case, he could make a living by letting this old man clean up the Glorious Star restaurant. It just so happened that he wanted to expand the Glorious Star restaurant this time. Senior, is what you said true? Old Poison couldn't believe that Senior actually wanted him to follow him. This was simply a gift from the heavens. If you're unwilling, I won't force you. No, Senior, I'm willing. I'm 100 times more willing. To be able to follow by Senior's side was definitely a blessing from his previous life. It was not in vain that he had been trapped in that altar for so many years. Chapter 977. I've been tricked. 1. Senior, I have no way to repay your great kindness. Please accept my little gift. After Old Poison finished speaking, he took out a black thing from his pocket. Xiao Changtian narrowed his eyes and watched Old Poison's actions. Damn, this old man seems to have taken out a ring, right? Is this for me? Senior, this is the most useful thing I have. Please accept it. Sure enough, After Elder Du wiped the black thing clean, it was indeed a golden ring. This gold ring was no ordinary ring. Inside was a condensed version of what Old Poison had learned in his entire life. With such a ring, the person wearing it would be immune to all the poisons in the Jade Pool sacred world. Xiao Changtian looked at the gold ring. Although he didn't show any expression on his face, he was very touched. He didn't expect this old man to take out the most valuable thing he had in order to thank him. It seemed that he had not misjudged her. Uncle, since it's something precious to you, of course I'm embarrassed to accept it. As expected, this thing of his was still too inferior. Senior would not take it seriously at all. Senior, please accept it. If it weren't for you, I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to come out of there until I die. Xiao Changtian looked at the stubborn old Poison and finally sighed. On the other side, in the altar of the East Sea, Kacha, the left protector, walked up to the big box and opened it without saying anything. Then he saw a small box with exquisite carvings inside. As expected, the god summoning bracelet is here. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame had described the situation of the box to him in detail. Therefore, when he saw the small box, a smile appeared on the left protector's face. However, the two people beside him did not know what the left protector's smile meant. He thought that he was laughing because of the mermaid race's arrogant attitude. Right, Lord? The mermaid race is so arrogant. You must teach them a lesson. The two of them, who did not know what was going on, continued to chatter in the left protector's ear. Got it. I'll go later. You guys can go down first. The left protector glanced at the two of them and said coldly. It seemed that these two people had recognized him as the guy inside. Lord Demon Flame had specially reminded him. There was a terrifying guy in the altar of the East Sea. Although he did not know where he was now, he had to hurry back to avoid being discovered by the terrifying guy inside. When the two of them heard the words of the left protector, they were overjoyed. He didn't expect that his lord would agree to punish the mermaid tribe so quickly. Ha ha ha, just wait and see. If they didn't give them gold coins, they would just have to wait for their lord to destroy the mermaid race. After the two of them left, the left protector took the small box in her hand and instantly disappeared. Big brother, since Darren is going to visit you later, let's go to the mermaid race and wait. Lu Mang could already imagine the mermaids kneeling and begging for mercy. Then, the two of them did not hesitate and quickly ran toward the mermaid tribe. On the other side, the demonic flame sacred lord had arranged for a few demons to arrive at the bandit stronghold. Boss, there are many demon race people outside. Lu Daqiang, who was about to sleep, was suddenly woken up by this sudden sound. The demon race actually came at this time. Why was he in such a hurry? They haven't told me in advance yet. Lu Daqiang's sleepiness was instantly gone. Quick, go and greet the demon lord. Then, these bandits quickly tidied up and came to the door. Sir, I don't know why you came so late. We couldn't even entertain you properly. After Lu Daqiang came out, he looked at the densely packed demon race people and said with a trembling voice, damn, he had never seen so many demon race people before. Now there were at least 8,000 people here. There's no need to entertain us. Our Lord Mo Yin has ordered. Let's quickly equip ourselves and attack the Jade Nether Kingdom. Lu Daqiang, hurry up and bring all the artifacts collected in your treasure vault. He saw Sheng San, who was walking at the front, say to him expressionlessly, Yes, sir. I'll send someone to bring it over immediately. Lu Daqiang was shocked by the expressionless third saint, so he quickly ordered the people behind him. Haha, my lord, I've already arranged for the people to go down. However, you still have to wait for a while, because in order to protect those artifacts, the hiding place is a little far. Lu Daqiang did not dare to disobey these demons. Although these demons had transactions with him, Lu Daqiang was still afraid of these demons from the bottom of his heart. No need. Since we want to save time, we'll go with you. Third Sage glanced at him coldly. Since Sacred Lord Demonic Flame wanted them to act quickly, they couldn't afford to waste time. Lu Daqiang did not dare to resist at all, and immediately nodded. About 15 minutes later, these people finally arrived in front of a huge stone door, after going around in the tunnel. Sir, everything is inside. This door was not an ordinary door. It could only be opened by something special. Since he was already here, Lu Daqiang had nothing to be afraid of. As long as these demons saw that he had prepared so many treasured weapons, he would be able to escape. Perhaps she would reward him if she was happy. Lu Daqiang had already thought of the satisfied expressions of these demon lords when they looked at him. Therefore, Lu Daqiang took out a specific key and slowly opened the door. Lu Daqiang, don't play tricks in front of us. However, just as Lu Daqiang smiled and wanted to welcome the demon race's exclamation, however, what greeted him was a burst of anger from the third sage. No sir, I am not playing any tricks. Lu Daqiang looked at these demons in confusion. He had collected these artifacts according to their instructions. Look behind you. At this moment, Sheng San's face was gloomy. Could it be that they had been fooled by Sixth Brother? No, I'm not. No. This was impossible. How could it be like this? When Lu Daqiang turned around in confusion, he was shocked by the scene behind him. Because at this moment this huge cave was in a mess. Not only had the mountain of gold coins been emptied, but only the remnants of some artifacts were left on the ground. At this moment, Lu Daqiang was so flustered that his entire body could not help but tremble, and cold sweat broke out on his body. Even as he was making a fuss, a thunderclap sounded in his head. It's over. It's over, isn't this? Is it all over? Lu Daqiang did not expect such a thing to happen. Even the bandits behind him were dumbfounded. These things were all plundered for the sake of the fiend race. And now it actually became like this. Moreover, the demons behind him were still watching with their own eyes. These bandits, he was dead for sure today. Chapter 978. I'll keep it for use 1. Impossible, this is impossible. Lu Daqiang muttered as he walked inside. He still looked around in disbelief. Boss, look above your head. At this moment someone shouted at him. Damn it! Who is it? Who is it that ruined my plan? When he saw the huge hole above his head, Lu Daqiang could not hold it in anymore. He really did not expect that someone would actually be able to steal his things from the forbidden spiritual zone, even though he had built this treasure vault in the forbidden spiritual zone. Lu Daqiang, stop pretending. Seeing this scene, Saint 3 finally understood. Wasn't he being played by these bandits? How was he going to explain this to Lord Mo Yen? Sir, please give us 2 more days. However, before Lu Daqiang could finish his words, Sheng San broke his neck with one hand. Humph! Trash! Do you really think we're so easy to play with? Sheng San looked angrily at Lu Daqiang, who was lying in a pool of blood. After this matter went back, Lord Mo Yen would definitely not let him off so easily. All humans present, don't leave a single one behind. Then, Sheng San's cold voice rang out. Waves of screams sounded extremely strange in this pitch-black night. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at the left protector excitedly. I didn't expect that the thing would be found so quickly. Alright. With this thing, the Jade Nether Kingdom will be ours. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at the small box in front of her excitedly. Third Sage and the others had already brought their people and set off. They were invincible this time. This thing is so important. It's better to wait until the most important time to open it. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame could already imagine the scene of him conquering the Jade Nether Kingdom. On the other side, the atmosphere in the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets was extremely tense. Pavilion Master, what should we do now? Those demons were actually so savage that they wanted to conquer the Jade Nether Kingdom. The Great Elder of the Prophecy Pavilion was furious. Now that Senior wasn't around, the secret pavilion was completely helpless against such a situation. It's impossible for Senior not to know about such a big matter. At this moment, the Pavilion Lord of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets said indifferently, But Pavilion Master, we have received accurate news that the demons are preparing to attack tonight. The Great Elder of the Prophecy Pavilion looked at the Pavilion Master of the Prophecy Pavilion and said in disbelief. After all, Senior had left for such a long time. Moreover, the place they were going to this time was not any other place. Instead, it was the mermaid race that had broken off contact with the human world. Therefore, how could Senior know about such a big matter in the mermaid race? No, I believe that Senior must have already made plans for this matter. Otherwise he wouldn't have left so easily. The pavilion master of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets was expressionless. Reporting to Pavilion Master. The latest news is that the demons have retreated because of the lack of equipment. At this moment, a cultivator suddenly ran over and reported, "Ha ha ha, I told you that Senior definitely had a plan. Look, aren't they retreating?" After hearing this news, the Pavilion Master of the Tianji Pavilion finally revealed a smile. Similarly, the Great Elder of the Prophecy Pavilion's face was instantly filled with disbelief. He was still a little doubtful, but he didn't expect that his senior had already expected this. "I didn't expect that I was shallow." He actually doubted Senior's ability to predict things. "Great Elder, I think you should have understood long ago that Senior is not an ordinary person." On the other side, the two envoys who came out of the altar in the East Sea quickly arrived at the mermaid tribe. "Ha ha ha, damn octopus, you were still so arrogant before. Soon, our Lord will come and punish you. Just you wait." When Lu Mang walked to the entrance of the mermaid tribe, he naturally noticed the octopus that was still in the same place. Therefore, he immediately went up and mocked her mercilessly. Last time, in order to convince this octopus, his big brother had taken out a lot of treasures to bribe him. He did not expect this octopus to be so ungrateful. However, when their adults arrived later, they would definitely not let the octopus off. "Bah, you adults? Although Senior has left the mermaid race, you little trash can't hurt the mermaid race in the first place." Looking at the arrogant backs of the two, Octopus also said disdainfully, "Where's the mermaid race patriarch? Get the hell out here." After the two of them entered, they stood in front of the mermaid palace and shouted fiercely, "Hurry up and come out to be judged. In a while our adults will arrive. At that time, we'll see if you still dare to do this." The mermaid tribe chief in the hall had expected the two to come, but he didn't expect them to come so quickly. At the same time, the mermaid race patriarch was also a little flustered. Based on what the two of them said, did they invite the person inside out of the altar? If that was the case, what should he do? "Mermaid tribe leader, it's already come to this. Don't be a coward in there." "Who said my father is going to be a coward?" At this moment, the mermaid princess descended from the sky and looked at the two of them with impatience. These two people couldn't even beat the painting that Senior gave them, yet they still had the face to come over. "You bitch fish, let me tell you clearly. In a while the Lord from our East Sea altar will come personally." Lu Mang, on the other hand, looked at the mermaid princess lewdly. He didn't dare to fantasize about the mermaid princess before, but the situation was different now. If Darren had come, these mermen would probably have no time to kneel down and lick him. At that time, he would ask Darren to keep this princess for him. He would go back and play with her well, so that this mermaid could have a taste of being human. "Pa, no matter who comes today, they won't be able to harm our mermaid race at all." The mermaid princess suddenly understood. So this was the purpose of the bracelet that Senior had given him. This time, no matter how powerful the Lord they were talking about was, she was not afraid anymore. "Lin Lin, are you crazy? You have to know how powerful that Lord in the East Sea altar is. How can you talk to them like that?" The mermaid clan leader heard the mermaid princess' words and walked out in a panic. "Lin Lin, the secret passage in the hall has been prepared. You should help your mother escape first. Don't worry about the rest." Faced with such a situation, the mermaid race patriarch could only save as many as he could. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 979 Wronged One. "Father, why are you so confused? Would Senior abandon us?" However, the mermaid princess could only watch helplessly as the mermaid clan leader panicked. "Well, what did he mean? Lin Lin, are you saying Senior still has a backup plan?" When the mermaid clan leader heard the mermaid princess' words, he was pleasantly surprised. "Hey, what are you guys mumbling about? I advise you not to think about escaping. You should know what Darren is capable of." Lu Mang looked impatiently at the two people who were whispering in the distance. "Good. Since you guys are so arrogant, then we won't be polite. With the mermaid princess words, the mermaid clan leader became unyielding. Just like that, the people from both sides stood on both sides and began to confront each other. A jaw stick has passed 15 minutes past. 15 minutes past. Hey, why isn't Big Brother here yet? Before the mermaids could get anxious, Lu Meng could not help but get anxious. Didn't Darren say that he would be back soon? Why hadn't he appeared after such a long time? Ha ha ha, I thought you guys would be very powerful. In the end, I only realized now that you guys are here to take advantage of the tiger's might. The mermaid tribe chief looked at the expressions of the two and instantly understood. It turned out that these two people were playing with him. To think that they were so nervous. Who said that? Our lord must be busy at this moment. Lu Meng was unwilling to admit that Darren had actually misspoken to them. Hey, you're playing tricks. Mermaid race, listen up. Get these two people out of here. The mermaid race patriarch looked at the two of them and said disdainfully. He had been nervous for so long for nothing. In the end, it was all because of these two people. Damn it. We'll leave by ourselves. The two of them did not expect things to turn out like this. Therefore, he could no longer stay in this place. In an instant, the two of them left in a panic. My lord, how could you play with us like this? After returning to the altar in the East Sea, the two of them entered again. They couldn't understand why their lord would lie to them like this. Sir? Lord? Are you there? However, after they returned, they walked around the altar in the East Sea, but they could not find Darren. Damn it! We must have been played. That man in black. He's not our lord at all. At this moment, the two of them suddenly realized that they had been deceived by the man in black. But our lord might have already fallen. Look, even the usual mist has disappeared. Big Brother finally understood. Not only had they been fooled, but even their lord had died. It's over. Everything is over. In other words, now that the adults were dead, their jobs were also gone. Now they were completely unemployed. Moreover, he had offended so many merfolk. Big Brother, why don't we run back to the human world? Lu Meng was very sad at this moment. He did not expect that in the end, it was all for naught. Sigh, that's the only way. The two of them could only return to the human world dejectedly. On the other side in the demon realm, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was waiting for Third Sage and the others to return. Ha ha ha, when they come back this time, we must find a few treasures to reward them. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame thought about the scene after conquering the Jade Nether Kingdom. If they occupied that country, then all the treasures of their country would belong to the demons. At that time, he would definitely find something good to nourish himself. Reporting Lord Mo Yen. Shang San has returned with his men. Ha ha ha, speak of the devil and he will appear. I didn't expect these people to be so efficient. It hasn't been long since they broke through the Jade Nether Kingdom. Demonic Eye Sacred Lord was grinning from ear to ear. Lord Mo Yen, no it's not. The demon looked at Sacred Lord Demonic Flame in panic. Yes, it was because Shang San and the others had been played by those humans, and did not have so many artifacts on them that they had returned. The demon didn't have the heart to interrupt Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's happy expression. What? What did you say? Say it again. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's smile suddenly stopped, and her eyes widened as she stared at the demon race man. Demon? Lord Mo Yen, I really am not joking. Shang San and the others will be back soon. Damn it. Ah dash. Why is everything so bad? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was about to go crazy when she heard the news. He couldn't believe that Xiao Changshan's matter had finally stopped for a while. In the end, things were still not going well. Bang! In an instant, the huge stone tables and chairs were shattered by Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's anger. Damn humans! All of this was because of that damned human. If I don't destroy all humans, I swear I'm not a demon. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's eyes were bloodshot. The surroundings were turned into ruins because of the Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's anger. Lord Mo Yen, please calm down. It's not like we don't have any other ways. At this moment, the left guardian walked to the side of the Sacred Lord Demonic Flame and said slowly, Lord Mo Yen, have you forgotten that we still have the God Summoning Bracelet? Using this God Summoning Bracelet, he could also destroy the Jade Nether Kingdom. The left protector comforted Sacred Lord Demonic Flame. That's right, Mo Yen, why are you so angry? With the God Summoning Bracelet, would he still be afraid of a small Jade Nether Kingdom? At this moment, the demon god Saintus walked over and comforted him. That's right. It's all because of those damn people that I forgot about the God Summoning Bracelet. The Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's anger finally subsided after hearing that. Haha, I don't believe that the demon race, and I can't take down the Jade Nether Kingdom this time. This was because most of the demon race's strength was not much different from those human cultivators. Therefore, if the hundreds of people sent this time were not equipped with those high-grade artifacts, they would not be able to take down the Jade Nether Kingdom. Fortunately, he still had the God Summoning Bracelet. Kacha! Sacred Lord Demonic Flame calmed her anger and slowly opened the box. Bang! However, when he saw what was inside the small box, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was completely furious. Left Protector, why? Are you playing with me now? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at the Left Protector angrily. He could not believe that even the Left Protector, whom he trusted the most, had betrayed him. Lord Mo Yen is wronged. I didn't do anything. The Left Protector immediately knelt down in fear after hearing the Demonic Flame, Sacred Lord's words. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 980, Leave It to Me 1. What was going on? He was looking for the item, according to the Demonic Flame, Sacred Lord's instructions. Take a look at what's inside for yourself. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame threw it, and a toad fell out. I don't know what's going on at all. I didn't even open this small box. The Left Protector said in a very wronged manner. In the beginning, it was Sacred Lord Demonic Flame who told him not to open this small box. Damn it! He had been fooled. Damn it! At this moment, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was so angry that even her figure became much dimmer. Fiend God, my divine sense can't hold on much longer. You can take over the situation for me these few days. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame disappeared after saying that. He was about to explode from anger. If he didn't go back to recuperate, his mana would probably collapse. On the other side, Xiao Changtian brought Elder Du back to Star Town happily. This small town is still more comfortable. It's much more comfortable than the sea. Xiao Changtian brought Old Poison to the glorious Star Restaurant. Senior, please come back. Oh, Senior, I didn't expect you to take so long to return. When they saw Xiao Changtian, everyone in the glorious Star Restaurant was very happy. There are actually so many glory sects here. I'm afraid there aren't as many glory sects as there are in the sects outside. Old Poison followed behind Xiao Changtian inside. Let me introduce a new colleague to everyone. This Mr. Old Poison will be sweeping the floor in our glorious Star Restaurant in the future. Everyone, please take care of me. Xiao Changshan's words attracted everyone's attention. Poison, Old Poison, Elder Poison, who had disappeared from the Jade Lake sacred world for many years. When everyone saw what the old man behind Xiao Changtian looked like, they all gasped. Ha ha ha, since we're already here, we'll definitely be a family in the future. Right at this moment, old man Wu Jiang walked over from behind Xiao Changtian and the others. Without thinking, she placed her arm on Elder Du's shoulder. He hoped that there would be a few more people around his age. When the others saw Unbounded, they placed their arms on his shoulders. All of them sucked in a breath of cold air again. One had to know that there was not a single part of Old Poison's body that was free of poison. Uncle Limitless actually dared to pull him so brazenly. It really made everyone present admire him. That's right, we'll be a family in the future. Old Poison didn't expect that the glory sect here didn't put on airs. It seemed that it was because of the power of the senior. When Limitless, who had his arm on Elder Poison's shoulder, saw the appearance of the person in front of him, she was so frightened that she almost jumped up. No way, isn't this Old Poison so skinny that he's out of shape? Is there a need to be so scared? Xiao Changtian felt helpless about Uncle Wujiang's reaction. Haha, I was rude just now. In the future, we're all family. Uncle Limitless looked at Elder Poison and took 2 steps back with lingering fear. How did Senior bring back the venomous elder, who had disappeared for so many years? Alright, since all of us are here, I'll tell everyone. Xiao Changtian cleared his throat when he saw that almost everyone was present. As the business of our Glorious Star restaurant is really too hot, I have decided to expand our Glorious Star restaurant. If there are conditions, I really hope to open a chain store. Xiao Changtian had already thought of everything on the way back. With so many gold coins, it would definitely be enough for expansion. After all, after the expansion, according to the popularity of the Glorious Star restaurant, it would definitely earn more gold coins. Senior, you actually want to expand the Glorious Star Tower. When everyone heard the news, they were all pleasantly surprised. They had long wanted to suggest this to Senior, but Senior was either busy with this or that. Senior, you want to expand? At this moment, the Scorching Sun Sect Master walked over with a group of people. Then you don't have to worry about this matter. Just leave it to us. Father, why are you here? Lai Jing said in surprise when he saw the leader of the Scorching Sun Sect. Why is his father so well informed? Senior has just returned. His father had arrived. You are. Xiao Changtian looked at him in surprise. Senior, I forgot to introduce myself to you. I'm the leader of the Scorching Sun Sect, and the father of Lai Jing. The Scorching Sun Sect's sect master had wanted to thank him last time. However, when he was finally done, Senior actually went out again. He had finally gotten a chance. No matter what, he had to come over and get close to Senior. That time, Xiao Changtian had completely convinced everyone. At first, I thought that kid was some rich family's disciple. I didn't expect that his father was actually a sect owner. After Xiao Changtian knew the identity of the person in front of him, his face instantly revealed a big smile. Even though the Glorious Star restaurant was popular now, no matter how popular it did not have the protection of a sect. If they were attacked by those cultivators, their Glorious Star Tower would have no chance of winning. He didn't expect that Lai Jing kid to hide so well. Now, Xing Lu had found a protective umbrella. Oh, I didn't expect you to be the leader of the Scorching Sun Sect. Nice to meet you. Senior, you don't have to be polite with me. I haven't thanked you for taking care of my son. Don't worry, leave the expansion of your Glorious Star restaurant to me. Lai Jing had told him that Senior didn't lack any artifacts. Therefore, he was worried that there was nothing to cheer Senior up with. Now it just so happens that Senior wants to expand the Glorious Star restaurant. Scorching Sun Sect Master, thank you so much for this. He did not expect to receive financial support. What did this mean? This meant that he didn't need to fork out his own money to expand the Glorious Star restaurant. How could Xiao Changtian not be happy? Since everything has been arranged properly, he'll return to the small courtyard first. Thus, Xiao Changtian left the Glorious Star restaurant with a smile. Damned old thief! How dare you snatch work from our Starry Sky sect? As soon as Xiao Changtian left, Master Wanshou rushed over angrily. He really did not expect that he was just a step too late, and Senior's errand was actually snatched by this outsider. Starry Sky Sect Master, first come first served. The Scorching Sun Sect Master was very excited. Fortunately, his news was fast. Otherwise, this old fellow would definitely have gotten it first. On the other side, Xiao Changtian brought Pai Xiu back to his courtyard. He couldn't wait to see what the mount rewarded by the system looked like. Siha, it must be very cool. After returning to the courtyard, Xiao Changtian couldn't wait to click on the extraction button. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 981. It's all gone one. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully extracting it. Bang! With a loud bang in the sky, Xiao Changshan's mount appeared. What kind of F***king idiot is this? When Xiao Changtian saw the creature in front of him, he was dumbfounded. Because what appeared in front of Xiao Changtian was not a cool mount. Instead, it was a giant snail. The snail was as big as a person. However, even if he was this big, a snail was still a snail. Even if he was this big, he couldn't run fast. Xiao Changtian was completely petrified. He had thought that the system would be so good, but he did not expect it to be the same. Ding! Oh right, I forgot to remind the host that all the gold coins on the host have been used to retrieve the mount. Before Xiao Changtian could react, the system's voice sounded again. Yeah. Senior, why did you faint in front? Are you alright? Feng Ling who had just walked out of the house, didn't expect to see Xiao Changtian lying on the ground. However, Xiao Changtian felt that the 30 degrees Celsius had turned extremely cold. Ha ha ha, what can happen to me? Xiao Changtian lay on the ground, tears streaming down his face. He had never thought that he would be so miserably tricked by this system. It was not easy for him to obtain so many gold coins because of the accident. In the end, it was all for naught. Feng Ling looked at Xiao Changtian smiling and crying, and she panicked even more. What happened to Senior? Could it be that the operation this time wasn't going well? Yeah. Senior, where did you get such a big snail? Then Feng Ling looked up and saw the snail that was as tall as a person. Ling don't mention that snail to me. I want to be alone. Xiao Changtian felt as if his entire world had suddenly turned dark. Boring, really boring. I was wondering why Senior was like this. So it turns out that he wanted to be quiet. Feng Ling nodded in realization. But who was this Jing Jing? Could it be Senior's old flame? Ding! Detected that the host's emotions are very unstable. 10 consecutive draws will be issued as compensation. Just as Xiao Changtian was about to die, the system's voice sounded again. Hee, it seems like you still have some conscience, system. After hearing this news, Xiao Changshan's mood improved a little. However, it was not much better. After all, who could withstand such a big rise and fall? 10 draws in a row. Go ahead. Xiao Changtian hoped that the system had a conscience this time. Ding! You've obtained 1 Ultraman. Obtained 2 Ultraman. Obtained 3 Ultraman. Obtained Ultramans 5. Xiao Changtian almost vomited blood when he heard the clanging sound. He knew it. He knew that this stupid system was up to no good. Ding! You've obtained a big baby. Ding! You obtained a second child. Ding! You received a 3-year-old. Ding! You obtained a 4th baby. Ding! You have received a set of divine armor. Even if a god comes, his attacks will be useless against the host. The system has drawn 10 consecutive draws. In addition, the system prompted that the host must not be negative and must believe in light. Finally, the system's voice came to an end in Xiao Changshan's mind. Haha, looks like I didn't draw for nothing this time. Although I drew so many Ultraman Calabash brothers for myself, I still have some conscience in the end. Xiao Changtian felt a little relieved after he felt the change in his armor. But damn it, why do I need so many Ultraman Calabash brothers? Sigh, forget it. I'll just keep it for now. Just as Xiao Changtian calmed down, a figure suddenly appeared at the door. Senior, I'm a disciple of the Yaoling sect. Our sect master has a letter for you. At this moment, the man standing outside the fence shouted at Xiao Changtian. Oh, a letter from sect master Yao Lin. Xiao Changtian took it and opened it without hesitation. In order to celebrate the ancestor's recovery, he wants me to attend the celebration banquet. Xiao Changtian slowly read the contents. Sigh, forget it. He's already recovered. I don't want to join in the fun. However, just as Xiao Changtian was about to close it, he suddenly saw a group of kids at the bottom. Warm reminder. Each person who is invited will receive a mysterious gift bag. This includes cultivation techniques, artifacts, and gold coins. Gold coins. Xiao Changtian was instantly attracted by the words gold coin. If we don't go, will it make sense? If he didn't go, the sect master of the Yaoling sect would definitely be sad. Haha, senior, are you agreeing? The disciple of the majestic Jade sect, who had not left, looked at Xiao Changtian and smiled in surprise. Yes, don't worry. I'll attend your celebration party. How could he not go? If there was an advantage, he wouldn't take it. Not long after, the prophecy pavilion also sent people over. Ha, senior, I didn't expect you to be so powerful. The great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets wanted to come over and sigh at Xiao Changshan's accurate prediction of the demons. It's nothing. It's just a piece of cake. Xiao Changtian didn't know what the great elder wanted to say. He thought that the great elder was praising him for finding the spirit tree seed. It was so easy. His senior was too terrifying. There was probably no one in the entire Jade Lake sacred world who was a match for senior. Ha ha ha, senior, I wonder what will happen next. The great elder of the Prophecy Pavilion had been ordered to come and ask senior about the situation. Sigh, it won't be peaceful from now on. Xiao Changtian looked at the distance and sighed. Now that the system had learned this trick, he had to be extra careful when he looked for gold coins in the future. He didn't want to be tricked by the system again. He wouldn't even have a place to cry. It's not peaceful. Looking at Xiao Changshan's expression, the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets could not help but turn pale. Senior had never shown such an expression, nor had he ever said such words. And now, he was talking about this matter in such a serious manner. It seemed that the Jade Pool sacred world was about to change. Then, senior, aren't you in a hurry? The great elder of the Prophecy Pavilion steadied his mind and asked. He had to report this matter to the Pavilion Master as soon as he got back, so that the Pavilion Master could make 10,000 preparations. How can such a scene stump me? Xiao Changtian looked at the great elder and smiled disdainfully. It was just a small system. Although he had suffered a loss at his hands today, he would definitely find an opportunity to pay it back in the future. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 982. Believe in the Light. 1. Senior was indeed a senior. Regarding such a scene, senior simply did not take it to heart. They had to be extra careful. Senior, we will definitely be careful. After the great elder of the Prophecy Pavilion finished speaking, he returned to the Prophecy Pavilion without stopping. He had to tell this news to the Pavilion Master as soon as possible. What's the point of being careful? The system isn't with you. Xiao Changtian looked at the great elder's back in confusion. Forget it, I don't care anymore. I'd better hurry to the Yaling sect to get my big gift bag of gold coins. Not long after, Xiao Changtian was ready to set off. Before he set off, he specially went to Glorious Star Restaurant to observe. Senior, leave these things to me. Don't worry. The Scorching Sun sect master was instructing those people to expand the Glorious Star Tower. After that incident, the Scorching Sun sect's position in the other sects had risen steadily. Therefore, why would the leader of the Scorching Sun sect not seize this opportunity? Scorching Sun sect master, I have high hopes for you. Xiao Changtian left with satisfaction. Fortunately, there was such a kind-hearted person who helped him. Otherwise, he would not have any gold coins to expand the Glorious Star Restaurant. On the other side in the Yaling sect, Dezhu, who did you invite this time? She saw the Yalan ancestor sitting in the main hall, looking at the Yalan sect's sect master with a smug expression. Ever since he used fish glue to recover, not only did his body become better, but even his strength had also returned to its peak state. Therefore, it was not a problem for their Yaling sect to compete with the #1 sect in the Jade Nether Kingdom. Forefather, we invited about 30 to 40 sects that are on good terms with us this time. However, the most important thing was the senior who was invited. The Grand Master of the Yaling sect said respectfully to his patriarch. Senior? What senior? Could it be that his status is higher than mine? When she heard the word senior, a look of disdain appeared on her face. Forefather, I can't see through that senior's strength at all. Moreover, if it wasn't for senior helping us along the way, we wouldn't have found the man-made fish glue. The Yaling sect's sect master knew that her patriarch was unhappy when she heard the name senior. Humph. Then he'll take a good look at who it is. He actually has such great ability. However, although the ancestor was disdainful, he had helped them get the fish glue after all. At that time, he would reluctantly be polite to him. This was because the ancestor's strength had already reached the Saint King realm. It could be said that in this entire place, Other than the few old fellows from the first and second sects of the Jade Nether Kingdom, who were fighting against him, there was no one else who could beat him up. But now, Dezhu actually said that Senior had helped them. He wanted to take a good look at who it was. However, Xiao Changtian was walking in the mountains. Suddenly, an emergency situation appeared in front of him. Miss Yunling, why are you here? Just as Xiao Changtian felt that something was wrong and was about to hide, he suddenly saw Yunling running in front of him in panic. Senior. Yunling didn't expect that she would run into a senior in this desolate mountain. Ayo, Miss Yun, what's going on? Why are you in such a sorry state? Xiao Changtian was also very surprised. Wasn't Yunling a cultivator? How did he end up in such a sorry state in this mountain? Yunling, can't you run? I want to see where you can run to today. At this moment, a few tall figures suddenly appeared in the distance. The three of them looked at Yunling, who was standing in front of Xiao Changtian fiercely. Good heavens, I was wondering what was going on. So it turned out that we encountered these mountain bandits. Xiao Changtian immediately understood. Even if Yunling was a cultivator, he had heard that these mountain bandits were very capable. Even cultivators were no match for them. It seemed that he had encountered a tough opponent today. However, how could this be Xiao Changtian? Yo! Why, Yunling, do you want this mortal to save you? The man who directly took the lead mocked fiercely. Yunling looked at the three of them in horror. This was because they were not cultivators, but demons possessed by demons. Her sect master had risked her life to let her escape. But how could those demon race people let it go? Seeing her escape, they sent 3 more experts from Glory Sect to capture her. Miss Yunling, you don't have to be so afraid. Leave these bandits to me. Xiao Changtian hated these people. These mountain bandits like to bully the weak and fear the strong. Today he would teach them a good lesson. Senior, be careful. Before Yunling could say anything, Xiao Changtian rushed forward without hesitation. A mortal dares to be so arrogant. I'll chop you to death. The three of them did not expect this mortal to be so bold. Yo, you bunch of trash. If I don't beat the shit out of you today, I'll be considered that you didn't poop clean. Before the three of them could react, Xiao Changtian had already rushed in front of them. Bang! Xiao Changshan's fist landed on the man's nose bridge. Instantly, blood spurted out from the man's nose like a fountain. As for the other person, Xiao Changtian slapped his face. In an instant his entire head fell off. What happened? The third person had yet to react to what was going on. Xiao Changtian ran to him. Little trash, go eat shit. Xiao Changtian grabbed the man's hair and smashed his head into the ground. In the blink of an eye, the three of them were no longer breathing. This is too amazing. Just by using his bare hands, he was able to kill 3 demons with the strength of a sage sect. Yunling seemed to see hope again. On the other side, within the Misty Cloud sect, the demon leader, who was preparing to slaughter, suddenly felt that the 3 people he had sent out were no longer breathing. Interesting, really interesting. I never thought that such an interesting person would actually appear in your little Misty Cloud sect. The leader looked at the Misty Cloud sect's leader with an excited face. I was going to kill you now, but it seems like I can have some fun now. At this moment, Yunling looked at Xiao Changtian excitedly. Senior, thank you so much. Yunling was so excited that tears streamed down her nose. I am Miss Yin, it's just a small matter. It's just a small matter. Xiao Changtian waved his hand nonchalantly. I know your situation. However, you don't have to be too sad. Before Yunling could say anything, Xiao Changtian took out an Ultraman. Miss, although life is dark, you must believe in the light. Xiao Changtian handed over Ultraman. Chapter 983. Change 1. Because Xiao Changtian didn't need to guess to know. Miss Yun must have gotten into an argument with her sex people, so she came out to relax, and was targeted by these mountain bandits. The senior of the guild has been named the You know everything. Yunling looked at the Ultraman that Xiao Changtian handed to her. Although Yunling didn't know what the thing in her hand was, since it was given by a senior, it would definitely be able to get them through this crisis. Yes, miss, remember, you must believe in light. Xiao Changtian smiled at her and continued walking. It wasn't because he didn't want to chat with Yin Ling anymore, but because he realized that it was almost time for the Yaoling sect's celebration banquet to begin. Damn it, I have to hurry up. What if I'm late, and there's no more gold coins? Thus, Yin Ling was left looking at Xiao Changshan's back with admiration. Senior, don't worry. I will definitely believe in the idea of the conqueror of light. On the other side, Xiao Changtian finally arrived at the Yaoming kingdom before the celebration banquet. This is completely different from the scene before. Xiao Changtian was walking on the bustling street, looking at the people coming and going around him. Not long after, Xiao Changtian arrived at the entrance of the Yaoling sect. At this moment, everyone in the hall had already arrived. Dazhu, didn't you say that the senior is coming back today? Why was he still nowhere to be seen? Ancestor Yao Lin looked around, but did not see anyone stronger than her. Since Senior said that he will be back today, he definitely won't go back on his word. The sect master of the Yaoling sect believed that since the Senior had agreed, he would definitely come. On the other hand, the Yaolin ancestor snorted coldly. I'm sorry, sect master of the Jadeite sect, I'm late. But it doesn't look like it has started yet. I'm not late, right? At this moment, Xiao Changshan's figure sounded from outside the door. Aya Senior, you're here. I'm not late, I'm not late. The Yaoling sect's sect master knew that Senior would definitely come. Dazhu, are you sure that person is your senior? However, the disdain on the sect master's face became even more obvious when she saw Xiao Changtian. What kind of senior was this? This was clearly a person without any strength. She didn't know how he managed to trick Dazhu. The people present naturally noticed how the sect master of the Yaoling sect addressed Xiao Changtian. In an instant, everyone's expressions were very strange. Although Xiao Changtian was very famous in Yao's country, no one who had seen him came this time. Therefore, looking at Changtian, no one understood what was going on. That's right. Ancestor, don't underestimate Senior. His strength is truly terrifying. The Yaolin sect's sect master immediately said to the Yaolin patriarch. Xiao Changtian naturally understood what Yao Lin was trying to do. Wasn't he just complaining that he was weak? However, this had nothing to do with him. The main reason he came this time was for the gold coin gift bag. Although he seemed a little out of place among these powerful cultivators. However, as long as he could get his hands on the gold coin gift bag, the rest was not a problem at all. Humph, sit anywhere. Looking at Xiao Changshan's pathetic appearance, the Yaolin ancestor snorted coldly and left. Senior, I'm really sorry. Please don't take it to heart. Our ancestor is old and has a bad temper. The leader of the majestic Jade sect said apologetically to Xiao Changtian. He did not expect the ancestor to treat his senior like this. It's fine. Go do your work first. I'll walk around by myself. Xiao Changtian didn't care at all. After all, he was just that weak. The Yaoling sect's sect master left helplessly. Xiao Changtian quickly went to the place where the gift bags were exchanged according to the location on the invitation card. Hey little brother, take a look. I have an invitation card. Can you exchange it for me? Xiao Changtian looked at the young man at the exchange counter and said with a smile, Here is your gift bag. Keep it. Then, the man handed Xiao Changtian a black bag. Gold coins. However, when Xiao Changtian opened it, he was disappointed. It wasn't gold coins but a thick book on Kung Fu. Wow. Congratulations. You can actually draw the biggest treasure, an earth-grade cultivation method. When Xiao Changtian took out the thick book, the surrounding people cast envious gazes. One had to know that cultivation techniques were divided into 4 levels in the Jade Lake Sacred World. However, this was not complete. There were also Saint level, Immortal level, and Emperor level cultivation techniques. Other than Heaven, Earth, Black, and Yellow, the rest were not commonly seen in the entire Jade Lake Sacred World. Even the largest sect might not have a Saint-tier cultivation technique. Therefore, when Xiao Changtian drew out an earth-grade cultivation method, it naturally aroused the envy of the people around him. Damn it! Why did I draw 500 gold coins? At this moment, an angry shout came from beside Xiao Changtian. Hearing this voice, Xiao Changtian was shocked. Brother. What do you think of this cultivation technique in my hand? Xiao Changtian walked over to the man with a smile. Humph. You don't have to be in such a hurry to show off to me. That person coldly glanced at Xiao Changtian. He did not know how this mortal, who did not have any strength, managed to sneak in. Moreover, he even drew such a powerful cultivation technique. Brother, I'm not showing off to you. I want to use this cultivation method in my hands to exchange for your 500 gold coins. What do you think? When Xiao Changtian said this, everyone present quieted down. No, I'm not. No, brother, are you crazy? The white-robed youth looked at Xiao Changtian in disbelief. He was a member of the Divine Feather sect, the second largest sect in the Yao Ming kingdom. What kind of scene had he not seen before? But today, the person in front of him completely stunned him. How could I be crazy? This trash is useless to me. It was not as practical as those gold coins. Xiao Changtian looked at the cultivation technique in his hand with disdain. It was not because of anything else, but because these cultivation techniques were not even as good as the books at home. When the others heard his words, they suddenly understood. No wonder he almost forgot that the person in front of him was a mortal. For a mortal without any spiritual power, even a monarch-level cultivation technique was useless to him. This further confirmed the fact that Xiao Changtian was a mortal. Ha ha ha, brother, you said it yourself. Don't go back on your word. From today onwards, you are my loyal brother. The white-robed young man laughed and agreed to Xiao Changshan's request. At this moment, the surrounding people cast envious looks at Xiao Changtian. For a mortal to receive the protection of the Divine Feather sect, it was equivalent to soaring in the sky. As for those sects that wanted to be on good terms with the Divine Feather sect, they could not find an opportunity to do so. Chapter 984. All Dead 1. This kid's luck is too good. That's right. To be able to be protected by the Divine Feather sect. His family's ancestral grave is already emitting smoke. Facing the envious gazes of the surrounding people, Xiao Changtian didn't think much of it. This was because he had no idea what kind of sect the Divine Feather sect was. On the other side, Yinling quickly rushed back to the sect with Ultraman. Ha ha ha. I told you that your good disciple would definitely come and save you. You're here so quickly. The demon race man looked at the figure flying over from afar, and said with a smile. Ling silly Ling, The Misty Cloud sect's leader closed his eyes in despair when he saw this scene in front of him. She had never thought that they would become like this. Even her last hope, Yinling, had returned. That also meant that their Misty Cloud sect was finished. Master, I'm here to save you. However, Yinling did not panic at all, because she had promised Senior that she would believe in light. Linger, I went through so much trouble to get you out. Why are you back? The Misty Cloud sect's leader looked at Yinling, who had run to his side in a resentful manner. Master, I've met Senior. Believe me, I will definitely be able to rescue our Misty Cloud sect. Senior, what Senior? Linger, at this time, even if the gods came, they couldn't save us. The Misty Cloud sect's sect leader looked at the devil race on the opposite side in despair. Ha ha ha, Grandmaster Yun, I didn't expect you to have such resolve. Just based on your attitude, it'll kill you last. The leader of the demons looked at her and laughed loudly. Damn demons, do you really think we can't do anything to you? Let me tell you, Senior gave me Ultraman. What is it? Ultraman. Ha 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 ha, little girl. I'm afraid you've been deceived. Are you going to hit me with that thing in your hand? The demon looked at the Ultraman in Yinling's hand and laughed even more. Not only did that thing look so strange, but there was also no spiritual energy fluctuation on it. That meant that that thing was useless. I won't talk nonsense with you. Die. After laughing, the demon race person did not hesitate and instantly erupted with a huge pressure. Under the pressure of this demon, the entire sky instantly became incomparably dark. A wild wind swept across the entire Misty Cloud sect. In an instant, the entire world became incomparably strange. Boom! Right at this moment, a huge pitch-black palm suddenly appeared in the sky. It was like a huge mountain. He pressed down on Yinling without hesitation. No! The leader of the Misty Cloud sect cried out in a heart-wrenching manner when he saw this scene. It was over. Everything was over. If Linger died, the Misty Cloud sect would also be finished. However, just as the huge palm was about to press down on Yunling, the Ultraman in Yunling's hand suddenly burst out with a dazzling light. The light was like the sun, illuminating the entire dark sky. How? What happened? The tears of the Misty Cloud sect's leader instantly froze on his face. Ha! After the light dissipated, an incomparably huge thing stood on the spot. As expected, Senior didn't lie to me. I knew I should have believed in the light. Yunling looked at the huge Ultraman excitedly. Their Misty Cloud sect was saved. Humph. It's just a small trick. Although Ultraman had blocked his attack, it was not worth mentioning in the eyes of this demon. Ha! However, Ultraman didn't give the demon that much time to react. In an instant, Ultraman appeared in front of the demon. Ha! Bang! A kick. It was just a kick. Ultraman stomped the demon into meat paste. Die. Is he dead? The Misty Cloud sect's leader simply did not believe all of this that had happened before his eyes, because everything that was happening in front of him felt like a dream. Ha! Ultraman didn't relax after killing the leader of the demons. He looked at the demons around him and crushed them all to death, as if he was stepping on ants. Ding! 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 After eliminating all the demons, Ultraman's energy was exhausted. In an instant, it shrank back to its original size. Master, I told you that Senior would definitely save us. Looking at the demons that had been destroyed, tears of excitement flowed down Yunling's face. This was simply too shocking. Linger, I didn't expect you to have such ability. At this moment, the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader was so excited that she stood up from the ground. At this moment, a thunderclap sounded in her mind. Even those people from the Misty Cloud sect who were hiding in the dark felt that it was unbelievable. Originally, they thought that their Misty Cloud sect would definitely die. It was unexpected that such a great reversal had occurred. Teacher, you should not thank me. If I had not met Senior while fleeing, it is likely that our Misty Cloud sect would have. Yunling was very glad to know Xiao Changtian. Senior, you must go and thank him properly. The Misty Cloud sect's sect leader was so excited that he could not even speak at this moment. Who would have thought that his disciple would encounter such a master? Just an item without any spiritual power could actually kill all those magic tricks. From this, it could be seen that the strength of that expert was unfathomable. On the other side, after Xiao Changtian finished talking to Xinzhong, he wandered around the banquet. This time, he had gained a full 500 gold coins. However, at this moment, a series of curses suddenly came from the front. You dare to go against me? Do you want to die? You were the one who touched my things first. Shouldn't you apologize first? Xiao Changtian didn't want to join in the fun at first, but when he heard this voice, he realized that it was Xinzhong. Just now, because of the gold coin, Xinzhong and Xiao Changtian had a good chat. He did not expect that Xinzhong would encounter trouble not long after the two of them separated. Since you're willing to give me the gold coins, I'll go take a look no matter what. Thus Xiao Changtian entered the crowd. He wouldn't know if he didn't look at it, but when he saw it, it made Xiao Changtian very angry. He did not expect that in broad daylight, in such a sacred sect, there was actually a scene of the strong bullying the weak. He saw a group of purple-robed youths surrounding Xinzhong and threatening him with fierce expressions. One of them was still holding the cultivation technique that Xiao Changtian had exchanged with him. I don't care. Since you stepped on my foot, why don't you kneel down and lick it? I won't return this cultivation technique to you. The leader said arrogantly. Good fellow, you actually dare to be so arrogant in broad daylight. Wasn't he afraid that the people from the Yaling sect would pull him away? Seeing this scene, Xiao Changtian was furious. Although he wasn't very familiar with Xinzhong, Xiao Changtian liked his forthright personality. Chapter 985, Radiant Light Sect 1. Hey young man, did you just come out of the mountains? Don't you know that the person in purple is from the Radiant Light Sect? Just as Xiao Changtian finished his words, an old man around him said disdainfully, Aya, why did you say so much to him? He was just a mortal, but he didn't know how he got in. The person on the other side immediately stopped him when he saw it. Good heavens, even the people from the Radiant Light sect can't be so lawless. Xiao Changtian ignored the people around him. He walked up in 2 steps. Stop. Stop fighting, stop fighting. Xiao Changshan's words silenced the crowd. Pfft. Ha ha ha, where did this mortal come from? You actually dare to cause trouble at the Yaolin sect. The leading purple-robed youth laughed in disdain when he saw Xiao Changtian. Brother, why are you here? Hurry up and leave. If these people target you, I can't protect you either. Shen Zhong didn't expect this mortal to be so loyal. He actually wanted to come out and help him at such a moment. Sigh. I didn't expect this mortal to be so stubborn. That's right, that's right. He didn't have much strength to begin with, but he still had to go up and provoke the people of the Radiant Light sect like this. I think it won't be long before this mortal is dragged out. Everyone looked at Xiao Changtian pitifully. The Radiant Light sect was the #1 sect in the Jade Nether Kingdom. No one in the entire Jade Nether Kingdom dared to provoke them. Even the people from the Yaoling sect had to give them some leeway. And now, a mortal who did not have eyes was actually so arrogant. Good boy, since you have such courage, then I'll beat you guys up too. In any case, he was a mortal who was inferior to dog shit. The leader of the group, the purple-robed kid, laughed arrogantly at Xiao Changtian. How could Xiao Changtian withstand such humiliation? Xiao Changshan's face darkened immediately. Damn it, little brat, do you have no parents? How can you speak so rudely? Xiao Changtian didn't want to show any weakness. He looked at the kid with a gloomy face. How dare you say that about me? The few of you go and bring him here. I'll stuff shit into your mouths today. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the purple-robed kid was completely enraged. As the direct disciple of the sect master of the Radiant Light sect, he could not take it when a mortal said such things to him. Bang! Boom! However, just as the people around the purple-robed boy walked forward, Xiao Changshan's fist swung forward. One of them, Xiao Changtian, was instantly sent flying more than 10 meters away. The other one was hit in the stomach by Xiao Changtian, and blood spurted out from his mouth. Puff, eldest senior brother. Him. He doesn't seem to be an ordinary person. After that person said this in horror, he fainted. You. Damn you. He actually killed our sex people. I'm telling you, you're finished. The purple-robed kid did not expect things to be different from what he had imagined. The mortal in front of him did not seem to be a mortal at all. Damn it. That kid was too bold. That's right, even if he's not a mortal. But he was undoubtedly declaring war on the effulgent sect. We're done for. Today, even if our country's ruler came, we wouldn't be able to protect this person. After being surprised by Xiao Changshan's actions, the surrounding people whispered again. Brother, how did you do it? You're too amazing. This scene shocked Shen Zhong. He had thought that Xiao Changtian was really immortal, but he didn't expect him to be an expert. No wonder he didn't care about Earth-grade cultivation methods. It was all his fault for being blind. Haha, brother, don't worry. I won't let this kid off easily. Xiao Changtian then looked at the purple-robed kid. You, don't come over. Let me tell you, my master is the sect master of the Radiant Light sect. If you dare to touch my hair, my master will not let you off. Seeing Xiao Changtian walking towards him step by step, the purple-robed kid retreated in fear. Other than his master and their ancestor, the purple-robed kid had never seen such a powerful person. Moreover, he could not feel his spiritual power at all. That meant that this person's cultivation had already reached the point of perfection. I don't care who your master is. Didn't you want to stuff shit into my mouth? I want to see how capable you are today. Xiao Changtian walked towards the purple-robed young man step by step. Today, no matter what, he had to let this kid have a taste of shit. What are you doing here? Today is my ancestor Yao Lin's celebratory feast. Are you going to rebel against the heavens? At this moment, Ancestor Yao Lin walked over. At first, when Ancestor Yao Lin heard the news, she immediately sat up from her stool. He didn't expect that senior to be so blind, daring to provoke the people from the Brilliant Radiance sect so brazenly. Wasn't this dragging their Yaoling sect down with them? It's over. Patriarch Yao Lin is here. That person is finished. Seeing ancestor Yao Lin slowly walking over, the surrounding people all showed sympathetic expressions to Xiao Changtian. Martial nephew Ming, this matter is the fault of our Yaoling sect. This old man will apologize to you now. Patriarch Yao Lin, you have to give me an explanation for this matter. Otherwise, I won't ask my master to let you off. The purple-robed kid was emboldened again when he saw the arrival of Patriarch Yao Lin. He looked at Xiao Changtian with disdain. So what if he was stronger? Wasn't he still afraid of their effulgent sect? Don't worry, I won't let this kid off easily. Yao Lin gave Xiao Changtian a fierce glare. Xiao Changtian didn't say anything. Others might not know, but how could he not know? Wasn't the sect master of the majestic Jade sect going to look for fish glue? Because this old fellow was about to die. If he were to anger him now, what if he couldn't catch his breath? Then wouldn't the Yaoling sect master blame him? I don't care. I want him to kneel down and apologize to me now. After the purple-robed kid had the backing of Patriarch Yao Lin, he became extremely arrogant. Patriarch Yao Lin was in a difficult position. Although he didn't like Xiao Changtian, he was invited by Dazhu. Patriarch, what are you doing? Right at this moment, the sect master of the Yaoling sect finally rushed over in a panic. Sect master Yao Lin, since you're all here, then quickly seek justice for me. The purple-robed kid looked at Xiao Changtian with even more disdain when he saw the sect master of the Jade Chilling sect. Chapter 986. The purple-robed kid is dead. 1. Ancestor. Are you stupid? The Yaolin sect's sect master looked at the Yaolin sect's old ancestor and sighed helplessly. Who dares to bully my brilliant light sect's disciple? At this moment, a deep voice sounded from the horizon. Immediately after, everyone saw a white-haired old man, wearing a dark purple robe quickly flying over from the horizon. Old ancestor Yao Lin, I didn't expect you to bully the people of my radiant light sect just after you recovered. Humph. Are you looking down on me, Patriarch Brightshine? Looking at Patriarch Yao Lin, Patriarch Mingyao said with a gloomy expression. It's over. The Mingyao ancestor is here. It seems like that person is done for. That's right. Who doesn't know that Patriarch Effulgent is very protective of his children? However, that mortal really deserved it. Why did he have to find trouble to help the people of the Divine Feather sect? When they saw Patriarch Effulgent arrive, the surrounding people discussed in whispers. Even Shenzhong's face was filled with guilt. If he hadn't helped her, she wouldn't have gotten into so much trouble. Moreover, his status in the Divine Feather sect was not high. Even if the Divine Feather sect sent someone, they would not accuse the Effulgent sect. Forefather Effulgent, it's indeed our Jadeite sect's fault in this matter. However, before Yao Lin could finish her sentence, Patriarch Mingyu's disdainful expression suddenly froze. Gao, expert, is that you? Expert. When he saw Xiao Changtian, the disdainful look on old ancestor Mingyu's face instantly turned serious. Other people had never seen Xiao Changtian before, but how could he not? The person in front of him was the senior, who had helped the Jade Nether Kingdom back then. What? Me? Do you know me? Xiao Changtian looked at old ancestor Effulgent with some doubt. Although he felt like he had seen this old man somewhere before, he just couldn't remember. Master, how can you not know me? Don't tell me you don't remember that I toasted you at the Jade Nether Kingdom's banquet back then. Forefather Effulgent was extremely excited at this moment. He really did not expect to meet a senior here. Ha ha ha, so it's you. Although Xiao Changtian didn't remember who he was still polite. Thinking back to the incident in the Jade Nether Kingdom, he did not actually have much credit. Senior, why don't you come back to our Radiant Light sect after participating in their competition? Old ancestor Mingyao looked at Xiao Changtian and extended an invitation with a smile. It would be a great honor for their sect if Senior could come and sit with them. He wondered how the Jadeite sect managed to invite a senior over. Ha ha ha, I don't dare to do that. After all, your disciple is so powerful. What if I go and chase me away? Xiao Changtian looked at old ancestor Mingyao meaningfully. Since the disciples of their sect dared to be so arrogant, it meant that their sect was not that good. Bullying the weak in broad daylight, How could a disciple from a good sect make such a mistake? Meanwhile, Patriarch Effulgent's actions completely stun everyone present. How did Patriarch Effulgent know this kid in front of him? This was simply impossible. Moreover, from what Patriarch Effulgent said, this kid's strength was still very strong. Even Patriarch Effulgent worshipped him. So, who was this person? As for the Yaolin ancestor, she felt as if her mind had been struck by lightning. Then his body trembled uncontrollably, and he broke out in a cold sweat. How could this be? How could I, Patriarch Yaolin, have misjudged someone? As for the Yaolin sect master, he sighed as he looked at the disbelief in her eyes. Ancestor, you're really confused. I already said that if he really didn't have any ability, would we call him senior? On the other side, after hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the originally happy face of Patriarch Mingyao instantly changed. It was over. He was wondering which blind person dared to offend their sect's disciples. In the end, the person their sect's disciples offended was actually a senior. At this moment, the purple-robed kid was so frightened by the lineup in front of him that his face turned pale and his eyes widened. Looking at Xiao Changtian, his face was filled with endless fear. Who would have thought that this person in front of them would actually have such an identity? Even their ancestor had to respectfully call him an expert. Yet he had provoked such an expert. With his attitude just now, that person could kill him 10,000 times to vent his anger. Brat! You actually dared to provoke senior. Motherf asterisk Kerr. Tell me, whose disciple are you? Looking at the purple-robed kid, Patriarch Effulgent was extremely furious. Senior was actually disappointed in their Radiant Light sect because of this brat. This kid in front of him was going to stay here no matter what. Old ancestor the sect master's eldest disciple. The purple-robed kid trembled as he looked at Patriarch Effulgent. He could clearly sense Patriarch Brightshine's anger. Bang! In that case, I'll give him a warning. Let's see if he dares to let his disciples be so arrogant in the future. Following that, Patriarch Effulgent's hand pierced through the purple-robed kid's chest. Senior, this time the Brilliant Sun sect didn't discipline us properly. Senior, please don't be angry. I have already settled that brat for you. After killing the purple-robed kid, old ancestor Mingyao turned around and apologized to Xiao Changtian. Since it has come to this, I can't say anything else. That's it. Xiao Changtian didn't expect that the old ancestor would be so cruel to his own disciple. The surrounding people looked at the scene and could not come back to their senses for a long time. They really did not expect that things would actually take such a big turn. Who would have thought that a mortal without any spirit energy would actually be an expert that even Patriarch Effulgent revered? Senior, it was my bad attitude in the beginning. This old man is here to apologize to you. Even Yaolin ancestor hurriedly said to Xiao Changtian. He regretted looking down on Xiao Changtian. It turned out that the expert had not taken him seriously from the beginning. Now that he had offended such an expert, he wished he could slap himself twice. Alright, since there's nothing else, I'll go back first. Looking at these people, Xiao Changtian lost interest. Senior, wait a moment. Just as Xiao Changtian turned to leave, Shenzhong hurriedly caught up with him. Aya, brother Shenzhong, why are you so polite to me? Don't call me senior. Looking at Shenzhong, Xiao Changtian smiled. No, I can't. I want to call you senior. Senior, thank you so much this time. I, Shenzhong, have no way to repay you. To be honest, if it wasn't for Xiao Changtian, he would have been bullied by the people from the Effulgent sect. He had not expected that this mortal in front of him was actually a peerless expert. Chapter 987, Shadow Sect 1. Aya, you're really stubborn. Since the two of us hit it off so well, I'll give you something. Looking at Shenzhong, Xiao Changtian smiled. He had only helped him out of the way, and he was so grateful. Moreover, he had exchanged so many gold coins with him. This Ultraman is for you to tell you that the world is not full of evil. You must always believe in light. Xiao Changtian took out an Ultraman and handed it to Shenzhong. Because this thing was useless to Xiao Changtian. Xiao Changtian had long lost interest in Ultraman. Moreover, it was useless to keep it. He might as well give it away. After Shen Zhong took the Ultraman from Xiao Changshan's hands, he nodded heavily. Senior, don't worry. I will definitely believe in light. It turns out that Senior had already seen that I was not welcomed in the Divine Feather sect. So he took out this thing to comfort me. Although he didn't know what the use of this thing was, it strongly encouraged his loyalty. Xiao Changtian smiled at him and left. On the other side, the great ancestor was filled with regret after Xiao Changtian left. I am really old and muddle-headed. He actually offended Senior so carelessly. Now he was great. Senior must be angry. Patriarch Yaolin was extremely vexed. If Xiao Changtian wasn't angry, he wouldn't have left just like that. Meanwhile, Patriarch Effulgent returned to the sect in a similarly furious manner. Effulgent sect master, get the hell out here. Patriarch Effulgent had just returned to the sect when he shouted angrily. Ancestor, what's going on? The sect master of the Bright Brilliance sect did not know why his father, Bright Brilliance, came back so angry after going out for a while. It was as if he wanted to eat someone alive. You still have the cheek to ask me what's wrong. Look at the disciple you taught. Although his disciple was killed, the senior was still angry. Compared to a senior, a disciple was nothing. However, the Bright Brilliance sect master did not know what had happened. He was still looking at Forefather Effulgent with a dumbfounded expression. At this moment, a cultivator came over and told the sect master what had happened in detail. What? Dead? Old ancestor? You're muddle-headed. When the Effulgent sect master heard that his disciple had died, shock appeared on his face. What's wrong? Your disciple is so troublesome. What's wrong with me teaching him a lesson for you? Moreover, he's not talking about anyone else, but his senior. After saying that, Patriarch Effulgent glared at him fiercely. Ancestor, I'm not angry because you killed my disciple, but my disciple's identity is not ordinary. If you kill him, it's equivalent to offending an organization that's even more powerful than us. The sect master of the Effulgent sect looked at the Effulgent ancestor helplessly. I don't believe that any organization is more powerful than us. Patriarch Effulgent was extremely disdainful. Could it be that the kid's father was a celestial being in the heavens? He was sent here by the Dark Void sect. If you kill him like this, the people of the Dark Void sect will definitely not let us off easily. The sect master of the Radiant Light sect sighed heavily. He was praying that the people of the Dark Void sect would find out later, so that they would have a chance to catch their breath. What? Dark Void sect? The legendary and mysterious Dark Void sect? When Patriarch Effulgent heard this name, his expression changed. It was not because of anything else, but because this organization was not an organization without strength. The Dark Void sect was once in existence on par with the Heaven Secrets Pavilion. As the biggest assassination organization in the entire continent, no one was unaware of their strength. Even an ancestor as powerful as Forefather Effulgent would not stand a chance of survival if they were targeted by the Dark Void sect. Although the current Dark and Empty Door was not so active. However, as long as they were mentioned, everyone could not help but feel fear in their hearts. Even Forefather Effulgent was no exception. Forefather, I know I can't afford to offend that senior. However, we can't afford to offend the Dark Void sect. No matter how powerful Senior is, he's only one person. But the Dark Void was still an organization. The sect master of the Radiant Brilliance sect was extremely anxious at this moment. If the Dark Void sect found out about this, they would definitely not let them off easily. Who would have thought that the kid was actually from the Dark Void sect? Even Patriarch Effulgent was a little afraid at this moment. We can hide this matter for a while. Although Forefather Effulgent did not wish to offend his senior, who would have thought that he would offend such a large organization? Although Senior is very powerful, he is still very powerful. However, there was probably no way to survive if the people of Dark Void sect targeted him. At this moment inside the Dark Void sect, Third brother, why did your son's aura disappear? A person covered in gray asked the person beside him. I've handed my son over to the sect master of the Radiant Light sect. That's the #1 sect in the Jade Nether Kingdom. How could he let anything happen to my son? However, The person called third brother did not think much of it. Report. Lord. My lord. Third young master's lantern sign went out. Boom. What did you say? My son's light sign went out. Third brother, who had originally thought nothing of it, instantly stood up. His face was filled with disbelief. Third bro. I told you you'd better go over and see what's going on. The person covered in gray shook his head. It seems that those people are not obedient. You actually dare to attack our people. Men, hurry up and investigate. Investigate what exactly is going on. I want the details. At this moment, third brother was very excited. His only son had died just like that. How could he not be angry? Third brother, don't be agitated. Find out what's going on first. The boss looked at him and said indifferently, although their dark void sect had declined, no one had ever dared to ride on their heads. They did not expect someone to be so blind. Did they think that the dark void sect had lost its strength? The reason why the dark void sect had declined was not because of any other reason. It was because they were threatened by the devil race. The dark void gate had to retract its aura. However, this did not mean that the dark void sect did not have the strength. On the other side, Xiao Changtian had returned to Star Town. I wonder how they have expanded the glorious Star Restaurant. Hurry up and go take a look. However, just as Xiao Changtian was about to walk towards the glorious Star Restaurant, suddenly, an extremely charming woman appeared in front of him. The woman had a mature face. Not only her face, but even her figure was very mature. Especially that chest and that butt. It looked very good. I'm thinking wrong. I'd better hurry up and see the glorious Star Restaurant. Xiao Changtian wiped his saliva with his sleeve and prepared to leave. Chapter 988. Seniors Person 1. However, as soon as Xiao Changtian moved a step, the woman followed suit. Hey no big sister, what's the matter? Although the woman in front of him had a good figure, Xiao Changtian was still a little unhappy that she was blocking his way. Senior. The woman looked at Xiao Changtian and said affectionately, No way. I don't know him. There are women in front of me. Although this woman has such a good figure, I've never done it with him before. No, I don't know you. Who are you? Seeing so many people surrounding him, Xiao Changtian couldn't stand it anymore. Why did he feel like that heartless man? Senior. I am the sect leader of the Misty Cloud sect. You may not know me, but you must know my disciple Yinling. The Misty Cloud sect's sect leader also did not expect that the senior Yinling spoke of was actually so young. Although he was a little old, it was not entirely impossible. Oh, I was wondering who it was. So it's her. Haha. I wonder why you're looking for me. Xiao Changtian looked at the Misty Cloud sect's sect master in confusion. Senior, this time, I have to thank you properly. Yinling is my disciple. I've really troubled you this time. It turned out that she wanted to thank him for saving Yinling previously. No wonder the way he looked at her was so strange. That's a small matter not worth mentioning. You don't have to take it to heart. Xiao Changtian didn't care about this. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the Cloud Mist sect leader was stunned. To be able to create such a thing was actually a small matter to Senior. Just how terrifying was Senior's strength. The Misty Cloud sect's sect leader was filled with longing when she recalled the enormous might that Ultraman had unleashed that day. Fortunately, that thing was dealing with the demons. If it were to deal with them, their sect would probably be reduced to ruins in less than 15 minutes. Moreover, he couldn't feel any spiritual power from Xiao Changtian, which showed how powerful he was. Senior, you're too polite. I originally wanted to pull Yinling over to thank you, but there are still some matters in the sect that haven't been settled. Even though he said this, the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader actually had ulterior motives. After all, Yinling was still young, and he was about to get old. If he didn't fight for it, he would probably never have the chance to make a comeback in this lifetime. There's no need to thank me. Why don't you come with me to my house? Seeing that the other party had come all the way here, Xiao Changtian felt embarrassed to ask them to go back. Alright. Hearing that Xiao Changtian had invited him to his house, the eyes of the Misty Cloud sect's leader instantly lit up. Since Senior had agreed to go to his house, did that mean that he had tacitly agreed? Haha, why don't you go first? I still have things to deal with, so I'll go back immediately. After Xiao Changtian told them his courtyard, he walked towards the Glorious Star restaurant. He wanted to see how the construction of Xinghua building was going. Not long after, Xiao Changtian arrived at the Glorious Star restaurant. Yo, Senior, you're here. Seeing Xiao Changtian, the Scorching Sun sect master immediately went up to him. In order to satisfy Xiao Changtian, the leader of the Scorching Sun sect stayed at the construction site all night to watch them work. Senior, don't worry. I will definitely make our Glorious Star restaurant the most luxurious restaurant in the entire Starry Town. No, in the entire Jade Lake Sacred World. Don't worry. Looking at Xiao Changtian, the Scorching Sun sect master said heroically, "Thank you so much this time." Xiao Changtian didn't expect that he would only help his son. He had worked so hard to help her build the Glorious Star restaurant. He was really a good person. However, how long will it take to complete this? During the construction period, Starry Tower could not operate normally. In other words, Xiao Changtian didn't have any income these few days. All he had left was the 500 gold coins and the money he had earned from the Glorious Star restaurant. Senior, don't worry. It would definitely be completed in less than half a month. Senior, why didn't you look for me about this? At this moment, Taoist Master Wuxia walked over unwillingly. He was the first one to meet the senior. Why did the Scorching Sun sect master come here? Uncle Wuxia, don't bother with this matter. Look at your old arms and legs. If anything happens to you, how am I going to explain it to Lorraine and the others? Xiao Changtian looked at Master Wuxia with a smile. This Uncle Wuxia was too enthusiastic. But even if he was enthusiastic, he couldn't let such an old man help him build a house. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Master Taoist Wuxia finally understood what he meant. So it was Senior who felt that his strength was not enough. Uncle Wuxia, don't be too excited. Here, I'll give you an Ultraman. Remember, you must believe in light. Then, Xiao Changtian took out an Ultraman and handed it over. Although he didn't know what Senior had given him, Taoist Master Wuxia immediately took it. When Wuxia Jinren took the Ultraman that Xiao Changtian mentioned, his face immediately revealed an ecstatic expression. He felt a light from Ultraman rushing into his body. Immediately, he felt that he was about to break through. Damn it! Why didn't Senior give it to me? The Scorching Sun sect master naturally noticed the change in Master Xiao, so he looked at him with jealousy. Thank you, Senior. Thank you, Senior. After Taoist Master Wuxia finished speaking, he disappeared without a trace. Mn, isn't this old man just Ultraman? Is there a need to be so excited? Xiao Changtian was startled by Master Taoist Wuxia's excitement. Haha, leader of the Scorching Sun sect, I'll leave the rest to you. I have something else to do, so I'll go back first. Xiao Changtian didn't forget that there was someone waiting for him in the small courtyard. At this moment, the atmosphere in Xiao Changshan's yard was tense. Who are you? He actually dared to sit in Senior's courtyard. Fengling who had just come out of the room, saw the Misty Cloud sect leader sitting there in a carefree manner. A sense of danger instantly rose in his heart. Who am I? Of course I'm Senior's man. The leader of the Misty Cloud sect glanced at Fengling Humph. You're so inexperienced, and you still want to come out and fight with me. Just wait and see. Today I'll definitely take you down. Senior's people? Hee, I've been by Senior's side for so long, but I've never seen Senior mention anyone. Fengling couldn't tell what this old woman was thinking. It's normal that you haven't heard of it. After all, my status is so special. How could Senior say it so easily? The Misty Cloud sect leader spoke in a manner that was unwilling to be outdone, as he looked at Fengling She's just a little girl. She should go back and train for another 200 years. Chapter 989. Burning Up, 1. On the other side, the Shadow Sect immediately sent people to inquire about the whereabouts of the third young master. Are you saying that this is all because of that person? The third brother of the Shadow Sect had a dark expression on his face. Third brother, although this matter is infuriating, you can't be so rash. Looking at number 3's expression, the boss immediately said, Don't worry, I won't be rash. I want everyone involved in this matter to be buried with my son. Third brother gritted his teeth and said fiercely, since they did not put his son in their eyes, then he did not put these people in his eyes either. These people were just waiting to die. At this moment, Shen Zhong was quietly cultivating in the Divine Feather sect. Ever since he obtained the treasure from Senior that day, Shen Zhong's strength had continuously broken through. From the very beginning, he was a great saint master, but he had already broken through to the sage sect, and was on the verge of breaking through to saint ruler. Only the elders of their sect had such strength. Therefore, Shen Zhong was naturally valued by the higher-ups of the Divine Feather sect. Ha ha ha, Shen Zhong. I wonder how you managed to break through to this level in an instant. At this moment, the Divine Feather sect's sect master slowly walked over and asked. When he heard about this, he was so jealous that he was about to go crazy. One had to know that it had taken him 200 years to break through from Great Saint Master to Glory Sect. To a cultivator, 200 years was more than half a lifetime. He had spent most of his life breaking through, but this kid had only used 2 days. How could he not feel sad? Sect Master. I also received guidance from an expert by accident. Looking at Ultraman in his hand, Shen Zhong's expression became extremely grateful. Who would have thought that his trip to the Yaoling sect would yield such a huge harvest? I wonder where that expert is now. Is it convenient for me to meet him? At this moment, the Divine Feather sect's sect master was so anxious that he gritted his teeth. That expert was actually so powerful. How good would it be if he could give him some pointers? Sigh, sect master. It's not that I don't want to tell you where that senior is, but I don't know at all. Shen Zhong didn't even know Xiao Changshan's name. Oh right, it seems that Patriarch Effulgent knows Senior. If you really want to see Senior, you can ask him. Alright. Cultivate well. Our Divine Feather sect will be relying on you in the future. After asking about Senior, the Divine Feather sect's sect master left impatiently. He had to hurry up and ask Senior where he was. On the other side, the few people from the Effulgent sect were as anxious as ants on a hot pan. What should we do? This matter had already been known by the people of the Dark Void sect. Presumably, they would not let it go so easily. The sect master of the Radiant Light sect sighed heavily. If it really doesn't work, well, just say that all of this was done by Senior. Forefather Effulgent was extremely afraid at this moment. Who didn't know how terrifying the Shadow sect was? Although Xiao Changtian was powerful, they had never seen him before, so they couldn't judge how powerful he was. The Shadow sect was truly powerful. After weighing the pros and cons, Patriarch Effulgent finally made up his mind. Senior, I'm sorry about this. At this moment, Xiao Changtian, who was walking to the entrance of the courtyard, sneezed fiercely. Senior, you're back. Sit down. Are you tired? Are you thirsty? Do you want me to go cook for you now? The moment she saw Xiao Changtian, Feng Linger quickly went up to him. Ling Er, what's wrong with you today? Looking at Feng Linger, who was so attentive, Xiao Changtian was very puzzled. Although Feng Linger was usually very diligent, she had never been like this before. Aya, Senior, didn't someone come to our house today? Feng Linger gritted her teeth and glared at the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader as she spoke. Oh, haha, you said it was her. Yes, I asked her to come. How about this, Ling Er? Go and make 2 dishes first. Xiao Changtian looked at the leader of the Misty Cloud sect, who was seated a short distance away, and said with a smile, Pfft. No way. She was really Senior's old flame. Senior has never treated me like this before. Feng Linger felt a fire in her heart as she watched Xiao Changtian walk towards the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader, without even turning his head. It's all that bitch's fault for seducing Senior. If it weren't for them, Senior wouldn't even look at such a slut. After saying that, Feng Linger walked into the kitchen unwillingly. Sister Linger, who made you so unhappy? What's wrong? Lai Jing asked doubtfully as he watched Feng Linger walk in angrily. Don't mention it. There was a slut outside and she insisted that she was Senior's woman. But Senior actually did not refute. Feng Linger couldn't help but feel jealous when she thought about how familiar that woman was with Senior. At this moment, the leader of the Misty Cloud sect was chatting happily with Xiao Changtian outside. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect Senior to be so interesting. Yunling is really lucky to know you. The Misty Cloud sect leader's mind was swiftly spinning, while he looked at Xiao Changtian. He could not continue chatting like this. No, Yunling is a good girl. Xiao Changtian unknowingly chatted for a while longer after encountering such a mature and charming woman, like the leader of the Misty Cloud sect. By the way, Senior, it's already so late. Aya, that's right. Why don't you stay here today? After all, it was dark at night. Why was he chasing her away like this? Thank you so much, Senior. The leader of the Misty Cloud sect was extremely confident at this moment. Since Senior had asked her to stay the night, what did that mean? That meant that Senior had taken a fancy to her. Originally, the Misty Cloud sect leader had thought that the Senior Yunling knew was a bad old man. Even if it was a bad old man, she had already made preparations. He did not expect it to be such a young man. This caused the Misty Cloud sect leader to be too happy. After a while they sat down to eat. Aya, Senior, do you smell a burnt smell? At this moment, Feng Linger suddenly screamed. What burnt smell? Aya, Senior, it's normal that you can't smell it. After all, it's your people who are burning. After she finished speaking, Feng Linger even fiercely glared at the sect leader of the Misty Cloud sect. Feng Linger did not say anything else when she saw the Misty Cloud sect leader eating so happily. This was because she had long since put a little something in the Misty Cloud sect leader's meal. A slut like her wanted to climb into Senior's bed? Dream on. At that moment in the Radiant Light sect. Aya, long time no see, sect master of the Radiant Glory sect. How have you been recently? The Divine Feather sect master walked in with a smile on his face. The Enlightenment sect master narrowed his eyes. May I know why the sect master of Divine Feather sect has come? I have important matters. I just want to see your ancestor. The Divine Feather sect master could not wait to see Senior. Chapter 990. I had this hobbit one. Divine Feather sect master. Our ancestor has been in seclusion recently. The sect master of the Bright Brilliance sect did not know what he wanted to do, but at this juncture, the old ancestor did not want to see anyone. What is it? He's in seclusion. The Divine Feather sect master looked at him in disappointment. Sigh, looks like I still won't be able to see Senior. He originally thought that he would be able to see Senior soon. But who knew that their ancestor was actually in seclusion to cultivate? Divine Feather sect master, the Senior you're talking about? When he heard the word Senior, the sect master's expression turned ugly. Yeah, it's because of the Yaoling sect's banquet last time that the kid in our sect received Senior's advice and advanced a few levels in a row. I was still thinking of asking Senior where he is. Just like that, the Divine Feather sect master's thoughts were shattered. As for the sect leader of the Bright Brilliance sect, he was still the same Senior. Don't you know about this? The sect master of the Effulgent sect was a little curious. After all, it was because of his disciple that they had a conflict with the loyal gods in their sect. What is it? The Divine Feather sect master looked at him with a dumbfounded expression. Because their sect did not care about the previous banquet at all. No one knew who had gotten the invitation. In other words, Shenzhong was the only one in the entire Divine Feather sect who attended the banquet. If Shenzhong did not say anything, it was normal for the Divine Feather sect master to not know. Seeing the Divine Feather sect master being kept in the dark, the Radiant Brilliance sect master quickly told him the whole story. Moreover, he told the Divine Feather sect master that their old group was not really in seclusion this time. They were hiding from the people of the Dark Void sect. What? Evil creature. You always cause trouble for me. I knew that kid wasn't a good person. When he heard about the Dark Void sect, the Divine Feather sect master's face turned pale with anger, and his body trembled with anger. He did not expect that not only did he not see Senior this time, but he also received such shocking news. Divine Feather sect master, don't be angry. You'd better hurry back and think of a countermeasure. According to the Dark Void sect's character, They won't let go of the people who participated in this incident. The sect leader of the Bright Brilliance sect sided him. In the end, the biggest culprit in this matter was that senior. If not for that senior, the ancestor would not have attacked his own disciple. After the Divine Feather Sect's sect master finished speaking, he did not stay any longer. Because this matter was really important, he had to go back and gather all the elders for a meeting. And the demons had not made any movements these days. Because Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was recuperating in seclusion, everything seemed to have stopped. Xiao Changtian, just you wait, I'll break you into pieces. On the other side, Xiao Changtian sneezed and frowned. Damn it, I don't know who I've offended recently. Why do I feel like there's always someone scolding me? In another room, Feng Linger looked at the woman who had been cleaned up. The Misty Cloud Sect's sect leader. Feng Ling Er's face revealed a proud smile. Didn't you want to settle, senior? Dream on. Because the Misty Cloud Sect's sect leader was not on guard in this place, he did not know that Feng Ling Er had used a trick on him. Therefore, she fell onto the bed without any warning. Feng Ling Er, who had finished all of this, was so tired that she was panting. She lay down beside the Misty Cloud Sect's sect leader without even thinking. The next day, the leader of the Misty Cloud sect woke up early. The Misty Cloud sect's sect leader opened his eyes in terror the instant he sensed that something was amiss. When did I fall asleep? Beside him was the heroic Feng Ling Er. The two of them were not best friends, but they were very close now. How could the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader endure this? *TCH. Why are you shouting so early in the morning? If you disturb senior's sleep, I won't let you off. After Feng Ling Er was startled awake by the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader, she fiercely glared at her. Originally, Feng Ling Er didn't plan to sleep here. Who knew that she was too tired and couldn't control herself? You. I. At this moment, the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader was speaking incoherently. That's not right. She originally wanted to settle the senior, but in the blink of an eye, it was this woman in front of her. You what me. If I tell you, I won't be responsible for you. Feng Ling Er cursed loudly and stood up. After all, this woman had evil intentions. He just didn't let her get what she wanted and didn't do anything to her. The leader of the Misty Cloud sect wanted to cry, but had no tears. Ancestors of the Misty Cloud sect, I have really let all of you down. Feng Ling Er ignored her and opened the door in disdain. However, the moment she opened the door, Feng Ling Er was dumbfounded. Because Xiao Changtian was looking at her with a gossipy face and bright eyes. *MN Ling Er, are you guys that close? Who would have thought that the pure and innocent-looking Feng Ling Er would actually progress so quickly with the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader? No wonder the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader was so enthusiastic when he saw him yesterday. It turned out that he had long been plotting something. However, he did not expect Feng Ling Er to be the one who wanted to save Zhao. No, senior, listen to the explanation. This matter is really not what you think. Feng Ling Er had never thought that she would be misunderstood by senior. Ling Er, I understand. You don't have to explain to me. After all, he had heard that the Misty Cloud sect's sect leader was still unmarried at this age. No, senior, it's really not what you think. Feng Ling Er was so anxious that she was about to vomit blood. How could the ending be like this? Xiao Changtian just smiled and didn't pay too much attention to this matter. However, at this moment, the sky above Stars Town suddenly darkened and was suffused with a terrifying red light. In the dark clouds stood a few men in black. Such an amazing scene made the residents of Stars Town unable to help but come out to watch. Why do I feel like it's going to rain all of a sudden? Why is the weather so strange? Maybe there's a great calamity? This day is rare. At this moment, inside the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets, the pavilion master of the secret pavilion looked at the sky outside and frowned. What happened? Could it be that the unrest that senior said was coming? The few experts in the sky were not simple. Pavilion master, who are those people looking for? At this moment, the first elder of the prophecy pavilion could not help but ask. If someone wanted to attack them, they would have received the news long ago. However, these people did not seem to be here to deal with the secret pavilion. I don't know. Other than Senior, there shouldn't be anyone in our star town who is worthy of these people's help. The pavilion master of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets sensed the aura, and seemed to be able to vaguely guess that those people were from the Dark Void sect. Chapter 991, Third Master 1. Then what should we do, Sect Master? Are we still going to help Senior? Looking at the dark red sky, the Grand Elder of the Prophecy Pavilion asked with a serious expression. Those people are already here, but Senior hasn't made a move yet. That meant that Senior must have expected it. If we go to help again, we'll only be adding to the mess. The Pavilion Master of the Secret Pavilion narrowed his eyes as he looked outside. With Senior's strength, even if these people are very terrifying, they are nothing to Senior. On the other side at the Divine Feather Sect, ever since they found out that Shen Zhong had offended the Dark Void Sect, the upper echelons of the Divine Feather Sect had held a meeting overnight. In the end, they made a decision to expel Shen Zhong from the Divine Feather Sect. Even if Shen Zhong was a pillar of the sect, they did not want the entire sect to be destroyed because of him. Shen Zhong, the elders and I have already decided on this matter. The whole thing started because of you. If you hadn't insisted on attending their banquet, this wouldn't have happened. The Divine Feather Sect's sect master looked at Shen Zhong impatiently. They had originally thought that their Divine Feather Sect had a future hope. They didn't expect that before it became hope, it almost pushed them into the abyss. The Divine Feather Sect would definitely know if they should abandon such a person. Sect Master, I didn't expect that I would end up like this. However, I can't blame you for this. After all, the Dark Void Sect is so powerful. Although Shen Zhong did not say anything, he still looked at the Divine Feather Sect's sect master with disappointment. Originally, he was not welcomed in the Divine Feather Sect. He did not expect that he would see it clearly through this matter. Shen Zhong, you don't have to hate me for this. Even if the Senior you speak of comes, he probably won't be able to save you. Bullshit. With Senior's strength, not to mention the Dark Void Sect, even ruling the entire Jade Lake sacred world would be nothing for Senior. Even at this time you're still so stubborn. I think you're hopeless. The Divine Feather Sect's sect master had not expected that he would be brainwashed so thoroughly by that Senior. Although he could make Shen Zhong rise so many levels, everything was so pathetic in front of the Dark Void Sect. Boom! At this moment, a loud sound suddenly rang out in the sky above the Divine Feather Sect. Immediately after, everyone saw a huge hole suddenly tear open in the blue sky. From the huge hole, a figure rushed down with a few people. Then, they are from the Dark Void Sect. At this moment, the people from the Divine Feather Sect were all panicking. They were afraid that the people of the Dark Void Sect would kill them indiscriminately. Jia, this should be enough, right? In front of the Divine Feather Sect's sect master, a few figures suddenly fell from the sky. Forefather Effulgent, the sect master of the Brilliant Light Sect and Patriarch Yao Lin. Why are you all here? He watched as those people were smashed to the ground. The Divine Feather Sect's sect master's heart thumped. It was over. It was all over. Even their ancestors had been captured. They had no time to escape at all. How interesting. Do you still need to ask why? Today, the Third Master of the Dark Void Sect will make all of you die with my son. Third Master looked at these people and revealed a terrifying smile. Looking at Third Master's terrifying expression, the Divine Feather Sect's sect master was so frightened that he knelt down with a thud. Although he was the sect master of the Divine Feather Sect, his strength had already reached the level of a saint ruler. However, the Third Master of the Dark Void Sect was a Saint Emperor. Saint Emperor. It was an existence that the entire Jade Lake sacred world feared. In the entire Jade Lake sacred world, no one dared to go against him. But now, they had killed the Sage Emperor's son. It was equivalent to giving all of them a death sentence. Third Master, calm down first. This matter has nothing to do with the rest of us. It's all this kid's fault. After the Divine Feather Sect's sect master finished speaking, he pointed at Shen Zhong. God Loyalty was instantly stunned. He did not expect that at this critical moment, the sect master he had always admired the most would actually push all the responsibility onto him. Instantly, Shenzhong was extremely disappointed with the Divine Feather sect master. That's right. Third master, if you want to blame someone, blame their Divine Feather sect's loyalty. I wanted to stop them at that time. Looking at this scene, the Yalan ancestor could not help but kneel down and tremble. Right now, as long as he could survive, he didn't care about his reputation. Shenzhong did not expect that he would suddenly become the target of everyone. His face instantly turned pale. Ha ha ha, godly loyalty. I naturally won't let him off, and I won't let any of you old things off either. Third master hated people who stabbed others at such a critical moment. These old fellows should have died. But he did not expect them to be so suicidal before the last minute. Third master, I believe that you're not someone who can't tell right from wrong. However, just as the Divine Feather sect master finished speaking, everyone heard a bang. Immediately after, everyone saw the fragments of the Divine Feather sect master scattered to the side. There was still a bloody mist that had not dissipated. Trash is trash and you're still so noisy. Then I'll start with you. Third master said disdainfully as he looked at the fragments on the ground. Die. Dead. The sect master is dead. Everyone who was hiding in the distance was so scared that their legs were trembling. Some of them were so scared that a warm current was left between their legs. Ha ha ha, don't worry. I've already investigated the matter. None of you will be able to escape. Not even that senior you mentioned. Third master had sent 5 Saint Kings, who were about to break through to Saint Emperor to deal with that so-called senior. None of them could escape. Next, let me see who's next. Looking at Third Master's judgmental gaze, the few people on the ground all trembled in fear. He was too terrifying. Just looking at him made it difficult for him to breathe. The reason why Third Master sent his son to the Brilliance sect in the beginning was because their Dark Void sect was being pestered by the demons. This entanglement could not be resolved in a short period of time. Therefore, even the Saint Emperor Third Master could only send him here to protect his descendants. He didn't expect that although his son had escaped from the demonic claws of the demons, he would be killed by these people. How could he not be angry? He wished he could flatten the entire Jade Nether Kingdom. Moreover, he had already decided on the way here to destroy all of these sections. Senior, I will believe in the light. Looking at the scene before him, God Zhong took out Ultraman Prayer and placed it on his chest. Chapter 992. There's nothing wrong with believing in Senior 1. Ha ha kid, it's your turn next. Third Master didn't pay attention to Shenzhong's strange actions. He just smiled coldly. In an instant, Third Master's huge pressure pressed down on Shenzhong. At the same time, a large hand grabbed over fiercely. Buzz! However, just as Third Master was about to meet Shenzhong, suddenly, a dazzling white light shone from Shenzhong's arms. Hiss! What was that? Why is it so dazzling? What everyone waited for was not the death of Shenzhong, but the blinding white light. For a moment, everyone was blinded by the light. It's just a small trick. Facing that white light, Third Master's face was filled with disdain. Then he increased the intensity of his movements. What happened? However, when San wanted to use force, he felt something blocking him. At this moment, the dazzling light gradually dissipated. A huge figure appeared in front of everyone. Alright, what a powerful aura. Even Third Master could not help but narrow his eyes when he saw the huge figure. But isn't it just a little big? Can you still stump me? Looking at the scene at the moment, the people around them were all stunned in place. Then, what is that thing? That's right. I've never seen such a strange thing. No one knew what Ultraman was, nor did they know the power of Ultraman. Bang! When Third Master, who was in midair, wanted to hit Ultraman fiercely, he was kicked dozens of meters away by Ultraman. F***CK. This was simply impossible. How could this thing unleash such great power? Third Master, who was sent flying, looked at Ultraman in disbelief. This scene made everyone's jaws drop. 3. Third Master is a Saint Emperor. Saint. The Third Master of the Sage Emperor was actually sent flying by that thing. At this moment, It was as if a clap of thunder had rung in the minds of Patriarch Effulgent, the sect master of the Effulgent sect, and Patriarch Yao Lin. Others might not know, but they knew very well. That thing was given to Shenzhong by Senior. Who would have thought that Senior would be so willing to give Shenzhong such a powerful thing? Ha ha ha. I knew it. I knew that I wouldn't be wrong to trust Senior. At this moment, Shenzhong was ecstatic. It turned out that Senior had long expected him to have such trouble. That was why she gave him the Ultraman, and made him believe in light. Ha ha ha, it's fine if I don't stay in the Divine Feather sect. After this matter is over, I'll go and seek refuge with Senior. Third Master, who was in midair, gritted his teeth. He had never thought that this unknown thing in front of him would be so powerful. Even he, a divine emperor, found it very difficult to deal with him. Ha! However, at this moment, Ultraman suddenly stood still. Not good. Seeing this scene, Third Master's heart suddenly pounded like thunder. Because he could feel the great danger at this moment. In an instant, Third Master did not hesitate, and quickly activated the teleportation scroll. However, at that moment a laser shot over. Puff! Even though Third Master was quickly teleported away by the teleportation scroll, he was still hit by the laser. Third bro, why did you suddenly come back? Why is there something wrong with her body? Because Third Master suddenly appeared in front of the Grey Shadow Man. The Grey Shadow Man was shocked. Looking at Third Master's condition, the Grey Shadow Man's expression changed again. How could he not know Third Master's strength? Third Master was a Saint Emperor. No one in the entire Jade Lake Sacred World was his match. Now, it seemed that Third Master had been attacked and was heavily injured. Boss, hurry up. Help me. At this moment, Third Master felt as if the spiritual power in his body was exploding, and his entire body was in great pain. On the other hand, he watched Third Master escape in a panic after being beaten up by Ultraman. Everyone present was so shocked that they were speechless. At this moment, the scene was as quiet as a morgue. No, I'm not. No way, how could this be? When old ancestor Mingyao met Third Master, he had already decided to give up hope of living. And now Third Master had been beaten away by such a guy. God! Little brother Shenzhong, I wonder if this thing was given to you by Senior? At this moment, the head of the Radiant Brilliance sect immediately went forward to ask after seeing Shenzhong shrink back to his original size. Effulgent sect master, other than Senior, who else do you think has such great ability? Shenzhong couldn't wait any longer. Since he had already been expelled from the Divine Feather sect, he had to hurry and find his Senior. At this moment, the elders of the Divine Feather sect, who had made the decision at the beginning, were extremely regretful. No one had expected things to turn out like this. Even if they regretted it now, it was too late. Ha ha ha, I knew it. I knew that killing that kid was the right decision. When he saw this scene, Patriarch Effulgent laughed maniacally. Fortunately, before he could expose Senior, Third Master was chased away. At this moment in Star Town, where is the person Third Master asked us to find? Exactly. I also sensed for a long time, but I didn't feel that there were any powerful people in the entire town. I've searched the entire area within 100 miles, but I haven't seen any so-called experts. The 5 people in the dark clouds looked at each other. Then what should we do now? We can't find that person. Third Master had given them a death order. If they did not bring that person's head to see him, they were not to go back. Since things have come to this, I'm afraid we won't be able to find that person if we don't go down. Perhaps that person had already expected us to come, so he deliberately hid. We can only go down and look for him. Therefore, they decided to go to Star Town to find Xiao Changtian. At this moment, Xiao Changtian was in front of the Starry Tower, which was about to be completed. Ha ha ha, although the new glorious Star Tower hasn't been built yet, it already looks very grand. When it's built, won't it attract more people? Looking at the almost completed building, Xiao Changtian muttered in satisfaction. At this moment, the 5 of them had already disguised themselves and arrived at Star Town. There are so many people. How can we find that powerful person? Looking at the people coming and going on the street, the few of them were like headless flies. Who is the strongest? Wouldn't he know if he asked? If there was an expert in a town like this, the entire town would know about it. The leader sneered. Even if he hid to the ends of the earth, they could still find him. Chapter 993. Taoist Master Wuxia's Breakthrough 1. Hey brother, I want to ask you something. At this moment, the five of them saw Xiao Changtian walking over. What? Brothers, I wonder what's the matter? I'm familiar with this Stardust town, so you can ask me anything you want. Xiao Changtian was in a very good mood at the moment. He looked at them with a very kind expression. I wonder who is the most powerful person here. Looking at Xiao Changtian, the leader smiled at him. The most powerful person? Hearing his words, Xiao Changtian couldn't help but ponder. Is there a need to ask? It must be the sect master of the Starry Sky sect. Xiao Changtian wasn't talking nonsense because the strongest sect in the entire Starry Town was the Starry sect. And who else could be the strongest in the Starry sect other than the sect leader? Although Xiao Changtian had never met the sect leader of the Starry Sky sect, he was very certain. Just the Starry Sky sect alone made Xiao Changtian extremely envious. He also yearned to be like the experts in his sect. Ha ha ha, I say, who is the strongest in this place? After hearing Xiao Changshan's answer, the leader laughed out loud. Then after they asked where the place was, they brought their people there. Why are these people looking for the sect leader of the Starry Sky sect? Looking at the backs of those people, Xiao Changtian was a little confused. Forget it. I don't know those powerful people anyway. On the other side, the few of them soon arrived at the Starry Sky sect. Call your sect master out. The moment the five people appeared in the Starry Sky sect, everyone in the sect was shocked. They had never seen someone with such terrifying strength. Hurry up. Didn't you hear me? Seeing that the people around them were indifferent, the leader roared angrily. Big Lord, our sect master is in seclusion now. He won't be able to come out for a while. A person stood out and said carefully. Ha ha ha, closed door cultivation. Then we'll just go out directly. You. Tell me, where is your sect master in seclusion now? The leader grabbed the collar of the person who had just spoken. Big Lord, please don't kill me. My lord. The man wanted to calm down, but he couldn't control his trembling body. Immediately, the smell of urine came from under him. Bah! Trash! He actually peed his pants. When he smelled the scent of the loans, the leader threw him out in disgust. In an instant, the man from Starry Sky sect crashed heavily into the ground in the distance, and he died. How dare you behave atrociously in the territory of our Starry Sky sect? At this moment, the White Beast and Lorraine walked over angrily. However, after seeing the strength of the five people, the White Beast and Lorraine's anger instantly subsided by more than half. What should we do? Father is in seclusion now. We are not his match at all. Why don't we ask Senior to help us? Looking at the five people in front of her, Lorraine was a little flustered. The strength of these five people was really too strong. They could not withstand them at all. Ha ha ha, you wanna run? None of you here today can escape. The leader looked at the people from the Starry Sky sect with disdain. However, at this moment, there was a sudden boom from the mountain peak not far away. Immediately after, the entire sky darkened. Ha ha ha. Master is about to break through. Before the five of them could react, the White Beast laughed loudly. I didn't expect our sect master to break through again. Yes, we can be saved now. How could the people of the Starry Sky sect not see that these five people were here to cause trouble? Not good. With such a heaven and earth anomaly, what realm is that person trying to break through to? Looking at the dark lightning in the sky, the expressions of the five people instantly became extremely serious. Could it be that the expert was about to break through to Saint Emperor? Bang! However, before the five of them could react, a thunderbolt that was like a waterfall boomed down. Not good. Quickly hide! Looking at this huge heavenly lightning, the five of them immediately fled in a sorry state. The sect master of Starry Sky sect had expected such a thing to happen, so he had asked the people of Starry Sky sect to prepare in advance. Therefore, the people of the Stellar sect looked at the five of them like drowned rats. Bang! Finally, none of the five of them were spared. All of them were struck by the huge heavenly lightning. Fortunately, the 5 of them were extremely powerful. Even if it was such a powerful heavenly lightning, they could barely deal with it. Cough, cough, cough. Looks like that person is indeed not easy to deal with. Seeing that the heavenly lightning had finally weakened, the leader said with lingering fear. Bang! However, before they could heave a sigh of relief, another loud sound came from the distant mountain peak. Ha ha ha. He broke through, he broke through. I've broken through to Saint Emperor this time. The sect master of Starry Sky sect jumped out with a loud roar. Ha ha ha, white beast Lorraine, where are you too? Hurry up, I want to thank Senior properly. The Starry Sky sect's sect master had never thought that he would be able to break through to the Saint King realm in this lifetime. And it was precisely because of the Ultraman that his senior had given him that his strength had actually broken through continuously. He was already extremely satisfied when he broke through to Saint King. He didn't expect that after breaking through to the Holy Queen, his cultivation was still rising. In the end, he finally reached Saint Emperor. How could the sect master of Starry Sky sect not be happy? One had to know that the strength of a Saint Emperor was an existence that could do anything in the entire Jade Lake sacred world. Master! Father! Come over quickly. We're surrounded by these people and don't dare to move. White Beast and Lorraine were also ecstatic when they saw Taoist Master Wancho's breakthrough. He had never thought that Taoist Master Wancho would really become a Saint Emperor. Everything felt like a dream. What? Which blind person dared to attack our Starry Sky sect? Upon hearing the words of the White Beast and Lorraine, Taoist Master Wancho landed in front of the 5 people with an unfriendly expression. Pahaha, do these few clowns still want to cause trouble for our Starry Sky sect? Taoist Master Wancho could not help but mock as he watched the 5 people in front of him being charred black. Do you know who we are? How dare you laugh at us? The leader had never expected this person to be a Saint Emperor. This was the strength that only their 3rd master possessed. Even though they were 5 saint rulers, they were not even as strong as a Saint Emperor. Therefore, the 5 of them did not dare to act rashly when they saw the Wancho Jinren in front of them. Chapter 994. Someone broke through to Saint Emperor 1. Who are you guys? Ha ha ha, what a joke. Even if you guys are heavenly kings, I'm not afraid. After the man of 10,000 beasts finished speaking, a huge power attacked the 5 people in front of him. Boom! Bang! In an instant, before the 5 of them had time to defend themselves, they were blasted dozens of meters away by the huge power. 5 huge pits instantly appeared in front of everyone. Cough! Not good, we are not his match at all. Let's go! The few of them instantly understood that if they stayed here, they would only be waiting for death. Tisk, just a few trash like them, and they still dared to cause trouble for our constellation. Seeing the fleeing figures of the few of them, Taoist Master Wancho did not give chase. Because these people were not worth his time. Master, congratulations on breaking through to Saint Emperor. Looking at Master Wancho, the White Beast's face was filled with joy. Now the Starry Sky sect was completely controlled by Master Wancho. In addition, Reverend Wancho had broken through to the Saint Emperor realm. Their Starry Sky sect would soon become the #1 sect on the continent. If it weren't for Senior's advice, I wouldn't have been able to achieve so much. White Beast Lorraine, the 2 of you, hurry up and come with me to thank the Senior. Although he had already reached the strength of a Saint Emperor, compared to his Senior, it was like an ant meeting an elephant. Moreover, if it weren't for the great energy that the Senior gave him, he wouldn't have been able to break through to such strength. Immediately, they set off to find Xiao Changtian. Xiao Changtian was in the courtyard discussing something with the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets. As the pavilion master of the secret pavilion was a little worried, he had specially asked the great elder of the secret pavilion to come and see what was going on. Were those 5 people chased away by Senior? Senior, I wonder if anyone has come to find trouble with you in the past 2 days? However, after the great elder of the prophecy pavilion looked around, he did not find any traces of those 5 people. Looking for trouble with me? Who dares to find trouble with me? Xiao Changtian was a little confused. Could it be that the commotion he caused at the Glorious Star restaurant was too big and made others jealous? However, when the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets heard Xiao Changshan's words, he lowered his head in shame. That's right, with Senior's strength, who would be so blind to find trouble with him? The five of them probably ran away after seeing how powerful Senior was. Senior, thank you so much. At this moment, Taoist Master Wanshou ran over excitedly with White Beast and Lorraine. He had actually reached this realm. The moment the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets saw Taoist Master Wanshou, his eyes widened in surprise. He couldn't believe that Reverend Wanshou had actually broken through to Saint Emperor. If word of this spread, not only would the Prophecy Pavilion be shocked, even the surrounding 10,000 miles would be shocked. However, Xiao Changtian looked at Wanshou Jinren in confusion. Why did he come to thank her for no reason? He didn't help Uncle Wanshou in any way. Senior, if not for your Ultraman, I'm afraid. Ahaha, that thing you're talking about, that thing is not only useless to me, but it also takes up space. Xiao Changtian didn't know what happened to the Ultraman he gave to Uncle Wanshou. However, seeing how excited Elder Wanshou was, he was shocked. It seemed that his Ultraman had made Uncle Wanshou believe in him. On the other side, the 5 people who had been sent to the Dark Void sect returned in a panic. Why did you guys come back in such a sorry state? The boss naturally saw the different degrees of injuries on their bodies. Sect Master, that person has already reached Saint Emperor. Even the 5 of us together are no match for him. The leader of the group said with a trembling voice. They had been hit hard by that attack, and had yet to recover from it. What is it? The strength of a Saint Emperor? How is this possible? Other than our Dark Void sect having such strength, how could their small place have such a strong expert? The Dark Void sect master frowned again. Third brother was already badly injured because of this incident. And now these 5 people were even more so. How could that person be so powerful? Could it be that they only had one last option? Sect Master, I wonder if Third Master has returned? Looking at the leader of the sect in front of him, he asked. He was afraid that if Third Master came back and saw that they had not completed this matter, he would fly into a rage. Third brother, sigh. Third brother has lost all his spiritual power, and has completely become a cripple. When the sect master of the Dark Void sect said this, his expression became gloomy again. One had to know that Third brother was the cornerstone of their Dark Void sect. And now his cultivation was actually crippled because of this matter. Could it be that that person had long been prepared to target their Dark Void sect? At first it was Third brother's son, then Third brother, and finally the 5 generals of the Dark Void sect. It was all because of that person. It was as if this was a conspiracy targeting the Dark Void sect. Since you're so heartless, then don't blame the sect master of the Dark Void sect for being unjust. The sect master of the Dark Void sect had already made up his mind. He wants to cooperate with the demons. On the other side, not only was Shun Zhong looking for Senior, but even Patriarch Effulgent was looking for Senior. However, Xiao Changtian did not tell them his address. Therefore, they couldn't find any trace of Xiao Changtian after searching for a long time. It seems that the reason why Senior asked me to believe in light must be because he knows that we might not meet again. Looking at Ultraman in his hand, Shun Zhong fell into deep thought. Senior, I seem to understand your intentions. Even if he left the Divine Feather sect, as long as he believed in light, there would definitely be a day where he would stand out. At that moment, in the main hall of the Effulgent sect, Patriarch Effulgent had gathered a few people to discuss countermeasures. What do you think of this matter? We can't find Senior now, which means that Senior doesn't want to see us at all. Patriarch Effulgent looked at the others and sighed fiercely. Forefather Effulgent, sigh. Senior is already angry about what happened last time. The only reason he's helping us this time is because of Shun Zhong. Now that Shun Zhong has left, there's nothing we can do. Yeah, we can't do anything about it. At this moment, both Patriarch Yao Lin and Patriarch Divine Feather sighed heavily. This was because Forefather Divine Feather had been in seclusion at the start and did not know of this matter. They only knew that the sect master of their sect had died the moment they came out of seclusion. Right, Ancestor Effulgent. I sensed that someone broke through to Saint Emperor in Star Town, several hundred kilometers away yesterday. Looking at them, the Yalan ancestor nodded. This matter had probably caused quite a stir among many people. You're tuning in to the Li Mei's Wuxia Whispers YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support. And don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.